Okay. My mic was weird. I'm sorry. Welcome everyone. That's not my room. Where is Dodo? It's been a week. Hello, Mr. Hen. Hello, Furume. Hello, Nessie. Hello, Steban. Hello, GPS lawyer. Everyone, I have something to show everyone. It's not a new outfit. It's not a new outfit, but it's kind of new. It's kind of like a new outfit, but it's not a new outfit. I messed up the link. Oh my god, I messed up the Discord link for the Twitch. How's the RV? Good question. I forgot where the RV is. But yes, everyone, I'm here. It's not a new outfit. It kinda is a new outfit, but it's not a new outfit, okay? I'm very... Hola, David! Hello! This time, guys, is not a PNG. Hello! Oh wait, my hair... Hello, everyone! Hello, it's been a week since I have been away, and for some reason my mouth is weird. Wait, it's weird again! Wait! Why is my mouth always weird on stream? It was okay before stream. It was just, I feel like I have to adjust my microphone. I feel like it was just fine before stream, but now it's weird. Thank you. Also, this wasn't made by me, okay? This wasn't made by me, by the way. I forgot to put the credits link. But yeah, everyone, it looks like this. Look, everyone, how'd you guys spend your Valentine's yesterday, by the way? How was your Valentine's yesterday? You guys have a good Valentine's yesterday? And also it has some stuff here. I can do like this thing here. I can raise the arms. It changes color, by the way, it can be brown. I was reading research papers. Nice. It wasn't Valentine's for me yesterday, and I can take the coat off. It was just fine before I stream, by the way. Hello, the family goes. Look, how you doing? Hello, Eta, by the way. Hello. This is so pretty. Thank you. It wasn't made by me, by the way. I have to put the links in the description, by the way. So if okay, I have an announcement. Important announcement. It's okay, don't worry, Furume, don't worry, it's okay. I have something to say. If my track is weird, it's because there wasn't an update, and now my track is really weird. Yeah, so I have no idea why. But study nice. Yeah, but I have no idea why, but my tracking is very weird now whenever my microphone is in front of my face. It seems to be delayed. No, it's not delayed. It's not delayed, by the way. It is just, it is just weird. In general, it's just weird. It's not a mind, it's not a mouth. That's the only weird part. Hello, Nicodem, welcome. So, I don't know if you guys know. How you doing, by the way? I don't know if you guys know, but like, Vtubers Studio dropped a new update. Which has a new face. The RTX is RTXing now because of the 50 series. And now that's why my face is weird. I tried my best to fix my face on Thursday. It was so broken on Thursday. Hey, Doko, you're wonderful. Thank you very much, thank you. So, If my face is not facing, as long as you can smile, is good for me. Yeah. So I don't know why it was fine before stream. I don't know, but there is something weird happening. I leave for a week and my face breaks. But yeah. It is RTXing your face in the crime of absolute. Like, how do I say this? It is kind of fine if, like, I can switch the tracking, but it can become kind of fine. But like, my eyes. Okay, I have to talk about the eyes. I actually sent like a support chat on Discord. It was like, because I wasn't blinking. My eyes were not blinking. I have no idea why, but my eyes were wide open when I looked down, and I tried to blink. They would kind of like twitch, but they wouldn't blink. That was on Thursday. On Thursday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna check the new update. It's probably cool, right? No. The RTX was not RTXing. My face was not facing. My eyes were not eyeing. My mouth was broken. I miss you so much. Thank you. I was busy this week. I have to say, next week will be worse. But after next week, I'll be streaming a lot, okay? Every single day, every single stream we're gonna have for those 2 weeks. I'm gonna be having, okay? Because okay, I have to describe to you guys. Okay, Monday I have a deadline. Tuesday there's something very important to do. Wednesday deadline. Thursday deadline. Friday probably a deadline. And Sunday a deadline. I have work until Sunday. I'm dying. I'm dying, by the way. Yeah, guys, that's my life. I could have done some work, but like, I was, there was this one thing I needed. And I was like, guys, please send me the file. And I asked people to send me the file. They have the file. They didn't send me the file. And now I'm kind of like stuck. But yes, everyone, how was your Valentine's? You guys get to spend it with someone? The war once again, Miss Doko. Hello, Dominic. Welcome. It froze me. Oh no. So yes, yesterday I was, like preparing stuff for today. Is my eyes? Wait, one of my eyes is weird. Guys, look, one of my eyes is weird. Why are you? Oh, I know why it's weird. Okay, good. Fix it. I fixed my eye. Yeah. Oh, her eyes make the star look like they're not shiny. So yes, I was planning for today, those like interactive date streams, but yesterday I had like this one event to attend to. And my mind went blank yesterday. I have to say, my mind yesterday went absolutely blank. For the last days, my mind is not minding. Well, going to date, we can have a proper a scuff dates. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should do like a karaoke. But then I tried to like use the karaoke app. It was bugging out my CPU. So I thought, should I do a karaoke today? But then I realized something. I have not told anyone about karaoke. So if I do a karaoke out of nowhere, will they be fine with that? Should I unarchive that? Should it be archived? Should I test the waters? And that's what I thought, like, I was thinking very hard about this, by the way. I was thinking very hard about this. I was like, should I do a karaoke? Should I? But then my comeback stream will not be archived. And I was like, I was very confused. Should I make a karaoke? And I was like, oh, but then it won't be unarchived. And then like a week with no streaming and the stream is unarchived. I thought about it, but then I was like, I can probably archive that, but like YouTube won't like that, right? No. If I do a karaoke, it'll probably have to be an archive, right? GPS neck, well, yeah, but the channel. Yeah, so this is an update about life. Thursday my model broke. It's still kind of broken. I have tried to fix. I did my best to fix that. Hello, Captain Kobe Jack. Hello. And I do have to send something. Guys, hear me out. Let me drink water first. Water. Okay, hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Jojo, yesterday was Valentine's. Do you have a date? No, yesterday was not Valentine's for me. Nor do I have a date. Okay, hear me out. I said happy Valentine's for everyone, right? But like for me, yesterday was just like a normal day. A date with Licious, exactly with the lawn. Touching grass. Yesterday was a touching grass day. So like I have to say, yesterday was not Valentine's for me. Valentine's in Brazil is actually in June. So that's why I know it's been a couple of years, but I'm here. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. It's also been a couple of years for me. So yesterday was not Valentine's for me. So it was Valentine's here is in June. Okay, let's explain the lore. You guys want the short lore or the long lore? This is why my lawn is good. Exactly. I got a shovel, and then I kind of like cut through your lawn, and then I got the lawn. Okay. Exactly. I got your lawn. Which is kind of funny, guys. Okay, so how do I say that? Okay. So Valentine's here is not in February. Do you guys want the long lore or the short lore of why Valentine's in Brazil is not in February? I swear to God, Nishi, don't you dare to use the pesticide. Long lore. Okay. Let's go for the long lore. Brazil does have a equivalent event to Valentine's, which is the couple's day or / lovers day / married people's day / many words we have for boyfriend, girlfriend, couple, date, lover, whatever those words are. She pode have a jiggle physics 100%. It's not. I didn't adjust the physics. So, okay, so it's a lovey-dovey day, yeah, in June. So, in February, as many of you probably already know, if you know the most basic about Brazil, you probably know that in Brazil we have the Carnival, which is in February. If you know the most basic lore about Brazil, you know that Carnival is in February. So, if you have an event in the middle of February, like Valentine's is a big deal, okay? So, it's a big deal, okay? Technically, it is a big deal. So, you like decorate everything, have to theme everything around Valentine's. But then you have the biggest event in the country. It's just like, okay, just imagine, okay, like for example, Southeast Asia has like the Lunar New Year, right? It's like one of the biggest events they have. For example, like I know it's like a big deal in China, like the Lunar New Year is a big deal in China, right? So just imagine you have Valentine's Day 2 weeks before Lunar New Year. That's the way. I feel like that's the way you can like best like explain this. That like You know, just imagine like Carnival 2 weeks before Lunar New Year. Exactly. Hello! It's your birthday, Shinovajuto. Do you want me to sing you happy birthday? Do you want me to sing you happy birthday? Long story short, Brazil wants to keep on having... Yeah, exactly. You need something to celebrate like every single month, right? Happy birthday! So yeah, that's why... That's like the biggest explanation of why it's not on February is because of that. The White Day is on March 14th. We also don't have White Day. We don't have... Actually, White Day here doesn't exist. This one doesn't exist, by the way. Yeah, White Day doesn't exist. But we do have an equivalent for Valentine's, yes. Hello, Rose One. Welcome, welcome. So that's my explanation. Just imagine. Imagine when is Brazil Mico Day then? The same day as Mico Day, I think. So yes, February is the Carnival. Carnival is the biggest event we have in Brazil. That's why February doesn't have Valentine's. The Valentine's year is in June, which is included. Okay. Valentine's year is actually in a party pack. You know, like The Sims. And there's like expansion packs for The Sims. That's like Brazil June, okay? That's Brazil June, okay? In June, in Brazil, we have the June 9 party. Hello, Sartan, welcome. How are you doing? In June, we have the June 9 party. What is June 9 party, Dodo? A June 9 party is like a full month of celebration. And it's different by each region. And it's like a very old celebration that's like for the old country people. And Valentine's is actually included there. The equivalence for Valentine's is included. Me being blessed by you're winning. So in June there is like the Saint Anthony Festival, the Saint Anthony Day, which is the Lover's Day. Can you guys stop talking about the jiggle physics? It wasn't me who rigged that. Please don't talk about the jiggle physics, okay? I'm just moving I'm a mod, okay? Can you please stop talking about about the jiggle physics, okay? Can you please stop talking about the jiggle physics? I don't know, just the physics. So yes, and that's it. And then the short answer is capitalism. The short answer is capitalism, okay? Because money. I feel like it kind of looks weird from here, but like if I'm here, it looks better, right? If I'm here, it looks better, right? Yes, that's why. Yesterday I showed okay. Let me okay. Last week, okay. Let me just talk. Thank you, Catfish. Happy Valentine's. Capitalism, exactly. Capitalism. That's the short answer. Like here is the first week of July, and so it gets too expensive. Yeah, here's on June, around the middle of June, and then usually the funny part of the July party is like usually gets delayed to July. To July is funny. I guess delayed sometimes to July instead. It's kind of funny, yeah. But like okay. About last week. Yesterday, okay. On Wednesday, there was something happened on Wednesday, and then I had to something happened on Wednesday, and Dodo was given a side quest for Friday. And Dodo was like planning all her week around streaming on Friday, okay? What would it take for you to ban me? Can you stop asking? Thank you. Side quest. Sometimes Dodo has side quests given to her. Sometimes Dodo like plans her whole week going like Friday, I'm gonna have my Valentine's stream. And then I got given a side quest, which was I had to touch grass and buy something with Mom. But Mom, I have to complain about this. Mom is a person that doesn't keep a schedule. schedule, okay? And mom was like, okay, on Friday, we'll go together to do that. We're gonna buy that. And I was like, okay, Friday. And then Friday comes, and I'm like, Mom, are we gonna go out today? And she's like, no, I'm tired. The sun is hot. And then I was like, okay. And you know, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like schedule a stream to Friday. Like Wednesday, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna schedule a stream to Friday, because if it happens and we actually go buy the thing, then you know, I won't have to cancel the stream, right? Yeah. So exactly, that's what happened. Mom canceled her appointment with me again. Okay, so I have to say this is kind of like, I'm not angry about this, I'm kind of like whatever about this. Because like, my birthday was like last month, right? I know a good quote for this Valentine card. What is it? I can make Valentine's card today. For next year. You homie shot my cock. Not the homie shots. As the Chancellor of the Council of Shadow advises to get Sandy to invoke Psycho. No. Like an accent. Thank you. So, last month, exactly a month ago, my mom was like, hey, Dodo, let's go out to buy your birthday present. And then, the next week came by, it was my birthday, and she was like, on Friday, we'll go out to buy your birthday present. And then, next week she was like, oh, on Monday we're gonna go buy your birthday present. And then, Friday again, we're gonna buy your birthday present next week. The other week, she was like, we're gonna buy your birthday present. Fast forward. This week. Fast forward this week. Wednesday, she's like, okay, we're gonna buy that thing, and we're also gonna buy your birthday present. I still have not gotten my birthday present. Every time there's an appointment with Dodo, and my mom is involved, we never do it. Should I like the video if you want to? Every time mom has an appointment with me, and she's like, we're gonna do it today, we're gonna do it tomorrow, we're gonna do it like next week. It never happens. I don't know, kinda mean, Dodo. Nah, you just have to respect the rules. So yes, if you guys ever wonder, last year we actually celebrate my birthday a month later. Like last year, I was like, let's go to that place, let's eat out. And my mom was like, okay. And when it was the day, she was like, I'm not feeling well. Let's go next week, okay? Postponed for a month. For a month. That's exactly, if I ever cancel a stream on you guys, or if my schedule is messed up, you guys know the reason. Absolute max out MC. So, whenever I don't schedule a stream, a day later it becomes a week later, then a month later, and sometimes a year later. And sometimes it never happens. So it happens too often. So if you guys ever wonder why is Dodo's schedule being late, it's because of that. Like usually my mom's like on the weekends, she's like, we're gonna do it on Monday. And Monday comes, she's like, oh, tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, hello young like a baby, let me stretch. Stretch. And then tomorrow comes, and she's like, oh no, Friday. And then my schedule end up like releasing my schedules on Wednesday. Sad to hear the toggle for schedules that is in obscurity. Sometimes. No, you're not bothering Sandy. So the thing is, whenever like my schedules are messed up, you guys, I need to know it's probably because of that. Or because I have something to do. It's usually because I have something to do. But like I would say, yeah, just some say schedule where? Well, I don't. Next week I also don't have a schedule. I want to stream, you guys. Every day last week I was like, I want to stream. But I have this thing to do. I didn't finish doing the thing I had to do. Now we know it's nothing. Okay, now on my side, I wanna say, last week, for example, I was gonna get the throne gifts from my family's house. You know, from one of my family members' house. My throne gifts were actually delivered to one of my family members' house, and I was like, Mom, tomorrow I'll go get the stuff from my family member's house. And then she was like, okay then, I am coming with you. Tomorrow comes, I'm like, Mom, after lunch I'm gonna go to my family member's house. And she was like, oh no, I don't wanna go. She was like, no, don't go, the sun is hot. It was like, you know, and she was like, okay. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get that. And she was like, and then I'll come here with you, you can go alone. And then I was like, you know, I was just on my PC scheduling in like a video or something, just checking something on PC because I was just waiting. The present was never found ever since. Exactly, the throne stuff was the throne stuff, okay. And you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get this stuff from throne without you, then I'm just gonna go get there. We're gonna go get there, okay? And she was like, okay. And then half an hour later, when I was like going, I was actually like, I was gonna stand out of my PC. I was gonna get ready to go get the stuff from like my family member's house. She looked at me and she's like, I sent them a message that you're not going because the sun is hot. And then she was like, I'm gonna go there later with your big bro. Because I had something to do at the evening, okay? With the sun, oh man. Okay, so I was actually like, okay. And then I couldn't go like on the evening. My mom was gonna go in the evening, okay? She was gonna go in the evening with big bro, okay? And then I come back home pretty late, by the way. I'm like, and then the next day I look at my mom, I'm like, Mom, did you two go get the stuff from my from the family member's house? And she looks at me and says, nah, your big bro came late. Next week, which is actually like last week, this week, I was actually gonna go get the stuff on Wednesday, okay? I was gonna get the stuff on Wednesday, but on Tuesday slash Monday, I don't know which day, Dodo decided, okay, I'm gonna clean my room. I just decided, okay, today is the day I will vacuum my room because it's very dusty. And okay, I cleaned my room. I actually cleaned my room. It took me like half an hour. I cleaned my floor actually. I didn't clean like the whole room, okay? I didn't clean my PC. I dusted out everything. There was like a ball of like dust. You know those big chunky balls of dust that's kind of like a cotton ball? Yes, exactly that. And hair. It was hair and dust. So much dust. It was like half of the. Whenever I vacuum the house, it's like half of the amount of dirt was in my room. So I decided to clean my room. I cleaned my room because I was having allergies, right? It's better now, but I was having like allergies. I was sneezing a lot. My nose was very, very clogged. After cleaning my room, my nose was so clogged. And the day later, the next day, I actually woke up with a cold. Just remove your nose, no biggie. So yes, when I announced, guys, I have a cold. It was because I cleaned my room. I cleaned my room and I got a cold. I was gonna go get the stuff from my family member's house, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ask Big Bro to do it because I have to, right? I got a code from being inside, no, from cleaning my room. GPS nurse now cleaned those rooms is declared into law. What can be more ironic? I cleaned my room and then bam, I got a cold. I kid you not. I was like, you know when you have like a cold and your body is kind of weird? Exactly that. Because I cleaned my room. Yes. I'm actually being serious here. I cleaned my room and I got a cold. Yes. Allergic to clean. That's already. Actually, I'm allergic to cleaning products. I'm actually allergic to them. Yes. So this happened, and because I cleaned my room and bam, I was sick for a day. Actually, 2 days. I had something to do on Wednesday. I couldn't do the thing I had to do on Wednesday. Yeah. I planned my whole week around everything I had to do. I did a single thing. I finished a single thing. It's still better than nothing. Exactly. It's better than nothing, yeah. It is better than nothing. But yeah. True, it is better than nothing. Shout out the sheep, please. Water. True progress is little step. Exactly. Yeah. So yes, next week I'll be busy again. Very busy. And this is look how you doing. But yeah, if you guys ever wonder, that's exactly what's gonna happen. By the way, we're very close to 400 followers on Twitch. I forgot to tell you guys about this. We're very close. We're very close. I'm actually very happy we're so close. Thank you for the bets. Yes, I'm actually very happy we're so close to 400. It's a huge number. It's a huge number, yeah. I'm actually very happy. We also hit 1 to 2K on YouTube. Yes. I'll make sure to spread the word of the sheep. Yes. Please do. Yes. I was thinking a lot this week. This week I was thinking a lot. But mostly thinking. last week. Did the thinking hurt? Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Do you guys know I'm a professional staller? I'm a professional staller on everything, okay? So I stall a lot when I'm gonna do something. Happens often. And like, okay, about the stuff I had to do. I'm gonna bring this up a lot, okay? About the stuff I had to do this week. I had so much to do this week and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the stuff before it's too late, right? I became a professional staller, okay? I was procrastinating. You too. You know when you're like, I'm gonna do it, and then you do something else. And now you're here, exactly. Yeah. And tomorrow I'll also be here. I want to stream, okay, guys? I want to yap, okay? I really do want to yap, okay? I really want to say this. I want to yap, okay? So I'm a professional staller. I want to yap, okay? I really do want to yap today, okay? I really want to yap today. I have been holding off for a week. Guys have any idea? Guys have any idea what happens when you hold off for a week? We're here to hear you. You should make a productive stream where you can yap while doing stuff. I think if I was to do that, GPS lawyer, I would get 0% of my test done. If I can do a 5%, that's amazing. But you know, my mind, whenever I'm streaming, I lose track of time. For example, we have been live for 40 minutes, and in my head, it's been like 10. Just imagine having something important to do. Yapping makes us so happy. Yeah! Dodo is happy. Dodo is yapping. Yeah, we're just such a fandom. Time flies. Exactly. I don't realize time going by. Like, if the time is going by, like, when I'm streaming here. I feel like that's why I like streaming, because I can yap and people can hear me. But yeah, 0 progress. Actually, the 10% of my progress is done. 5 hours of clocks nearly have shown exactly. I am not a very I don't know. I don't concentrate. If I'm locked in doing something, I lock absolutely in. But like, if I'm streaming, I feel like I'll be logged in like yapping, and then I'm like, okay, I just lost. I had to do this in like 1 hour. I spent like 5 hours doing that. I love that, you know, I love that. I like streaming. I like stream. It's fun. It's fun. You lose track of time. People hear you yap. You yap with people. People yap with you. It is fun. It is fun. I have been wanting to play Minecraft recently, but then I was like, oh, I have stuff to do. So yes, about some plans I have. Next week, I probably won't be streaming again during the week, unless I have some free time, unless I manage to like lock in my tasks and I finish them all before the due date. Then I won't be able to stream. So like maybe the weekend, maybe Saturday. I'm not sure about Sunday. Will probably be the first Sunday with no stream. So after next week, I'm gonna be streaming a lot, okay? I'm gonna be streaming a lot. I want to play Jump King. The word is Sandy Riot. Yeah. But after next Monday, I'll be able to stream, okay? Yeah. After Sunday, after this next Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday, I'll be able to stream a lot, okay? Most likely. I feel like, okay, how do I say this? Even just realized I have a Discord. Yeah, I have a Discord server. By the way, for those on Discord server, announcement for those on Discord server. Yes, I like to make announcements. We have a new role. I have a new role. The role of notification. Now you can get notified whenever I'm streaming, by the way. You can get notified whenever I'm streaming, yes. So yes, please react to the role if you want to get notified by my content. Yeah. It will notify you on YouTube and Twitch content. I have to fix the Twitch link though. I broke the Twitch link, by the way. This is kind of working, okay? It's kind of working. I'm getting notified by YouTube itself anyway. Yeah, but in case you don't want to miss my stuff. Professional streamer, by the way. I'm a professional streamer, guys. Yes, professional. You know, technically speaking, it's because Discord is hard to figure out. Discord is hard to figure out, okay? I just want to say this. Discord is very hard to figure out, okay? Yeah, professional streamer. So yes, if you guys ever don't want to miss my content. Hello, Destiny friends. Welcome, Michael. How you doing? The court accepts defense. It doesn't have a tutorial. I had to search so much stuff, you know. I was like, how do I get the road ID? Because not something you get like normally. You have to like activate something. I'm assessing the street out of today's stream as a sin. Quick question, would models be allowed in our chat or is there a hobby one? Models, what type of models? Just letting you know. Okay, thank you. Models, you can send any type of art. It's not just dodo art, okay? Gundam. Oh, Gundam! You can post this on photos. There's photos in real life. I feel like Gundam should be on photos, I think. Gundam. Can also be art depending, I don't know. Not sure. But Gundam is cool. You know, I actually want to buy a Gunpla once. I want to buy a Gunpla one day. By the way, oh yeah. Adobo, thank you for the resub. Thank you. Welcome. How you doing? Guys, I got my Why Not on Throne. Okay. Throne update. I have gotten the stuff from Throne, okay? But I feel like I have to fix my delivery situation I have going on. Oh, we talked about this today. My family and I have talked about this today. About like the delivery situation we have going on right now. We're delivering stuff to my family member's house. But you know, I personally and my little bro kind of like agrees with that. It's probably kind of annoying, you know, because like it was sent like 5 boxes. There was like 5 boxes on their house. And like she actually joked like, oh, Dodo sure is buying a lot. And she was like, oh, we'll need like a whole delivery place for you. You're gonna need like a delivery car or something to get those stuff. $5. Wow. So that's what happened. So I will be avoiding putting more stuff on Throne for a while. And I'll be buying the stuff like monthly, okay? So Throne stuff will be bought monthly, okay? So I'm not kind of annoying my family, okay? Yeah, but like until we figure out how to like get a PO box. I know there's a way you can get a PO box. Yeah, but like until we can figure out the delivery situation at our home, then yeah, that's exactly. By the way, about money, something bizarre happened on Twitch. On Twitch, by the way. I got my payout from Twitch for this month. But I checked the amount and I was like, that's more than I made. amount. And I was like, that's technically a bit more than I made. Like okay. I think I can say like amounts. Okay, I feel like I can say amounts. I'm not committing tax evasion, by the way. You know, it was like $20 to $30 more than I made. You know, it was like more than I made, like by $20 or $30. I don't remember exactly the amount. And I actually went to check like the monthly, like it was actually like gives you like how much you made in a month. And I was checking like how much I made last month. It wasn't mathing. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's like a bit delayed from like some of the like stuff from last month. I checked again. It's okay, we would hold $30 in Super Chat this month. Balances everything. You know, I was like checking, okay, because I was very confused. And then I checked like including that last month. It wasn't mathing. It was still not mathing. So I have a theory. That I am not sure if it's correct, okay, by the way. I don't know if this one is correct. Please let us know how much into tax fraud. I'm actually very close. I don't know about taxes. I hope I don't have to. I'm not actually committing tax fraud. Should not pay taxes in Brazil. Yeah, I'm a farm animal. So, I actually have a theory. I made a theory myself, and in my head, what I could imagine was maybe some kind of number did not number last month, and Twitch ate like $30 from my payout, and now they're paying me the $30 they ate from the payout. That's my theory. I don't know if it's correct, but it's like the only thing I could think about. Classic Twitch shenanigans. Yeah, I was actually very confused when this happened. Yeah, I was super confused. But yes, that's something I wanted to say because I was very confused. It is kind of funny though. It is kind of funny. Yeah. Okay, by the way, I have plans, guys, I have plans. Next month, I'm gonna finally, after so long, I'm gonna buy the new CPU, and also gonna buy more RAM, and if I have money left, because this month I spent a lot, if I have money left, I'm gonna buy a new SSD. 2 boots for the sheep, sir. Nice! Thank you. So, next month, I'm gonna buy a new CPU, more RAM, and if I have spare money left, which I think I will, I'll buy a new SSD. Why are you getting a new SSD, Dodo? My SSD is so full. I need a new one for games. So I'll be installing games on the new SSD. Yeah, I'll be putting like heavy stuff there. That's my plan. If everything works out, if my maths, and I also, that's like random. That's like just random. This has nothing to do with like streaming, but I want to buy an air fryer. Yeah, an air fryer. I want to buy the SSD Supreme Sheep Doodoo. Yeah. I want to buy an air fryer. Do you guys want to know the lore about the air fryer? I don't think I have told this one before. At first, if you stress your PC hard enough, you get an air fryer and PC one. Exactly. Something so that Dodo can eat while streaming. Okay. Air fryer lore. We had an air fryer. Had. Emphasis on had. But Dad is a guy who is an electrician. He knows about electricity. He actually made the electric part of our house. I denied the air fryer, okay? So do you guys know about like 120 volts and 2020 volt, 220 volts, 220 volts. Do you guys know the difference between those two voltages? The 120 and 220. Do you guys know that you're not supposed to put 120 on 220s? Did he upgrade the You could say he did. You could say he tried, but he didn't try. He didn't want to, but he accidentally upgraded the air fryer to a broken motor. The thing is, 120s cannot go on 220s, okay? Dad, put a red, every single one, because it's like a standard like electricity I'm thinking. Like the power outlets are usually white for 120 and red for 220. We had this air fryer for a while now, since we're living on the old house. Our old house was a 120 house. This new house is both 120 and 220. I have 10 power outlets in my room. I have 10 power outlets in my room, by the way, because my dad put 10 power outlets in my room. One of them is hidden behind the wardrobe, by the way. So my PC has like 5 power outlets, and there's like hidden in the behind the wardrobe, okay? So Dad, the guy who really likes his power outlets, put the white one and the red one in the kitchen outside the house, okay? And he really likes the air fryer, so one day he was gonna make chicken nuggets in the air fryer. He was gonna cook chicken nuggets in the air fryer. So he got the air fryer, put the chicken nuggets in, and he put the 120 volts air fryer in the red power outlet. He made the air fryer into a chicken nugget. 10 minutes later, he notices something is off. And then bam! He broke it. It was broken. It was like 5 minutes in the 220 power outlet. So he broke it. That's part to be an Oppenheimer. Exactly. So, okay. And the thing is, this story kind of like evolves even further. The air fryer was broken, and Dad had to cook the chicken nuggets. You know what he did? The chicken nuggets, the frozen ones, He put on a plate. He put on a plate and microwaved it. Exactly! Microwave! He microwaved for like 10 minutes. And then and then he was like, "Oh guys, food is ready." And he put like the plates in the... Yeah, exactly. A cooking crime, okay? A cooking crime, okay? What's oatmeal without milk? He put the plate in the table, and I looked at it, and I looked at the plate. I was like, this thing is not cooked. And I was like, "Dad, did you put the chicken nuggets in the microwave?" He was like, "Yeah, it's an oven." And then he looked at him and said, "Dad, fry those things now." And I was like discussing with that's the worst thing, putting cold water in the microwave to heat it up, exactly. And I was like, "Dad, please fry them in oil now." And he actually fried them. Like, I had this discussion for like 5 minutes. I was like, that's salmonella, that's not cooked. There's salmonella, that's not cooked. You put this on the microwave. And I was like, no, it wasn't the air fryer before for 5 minutes. And I was like, that's not cooked. And then he like fried those, and they actually, you know, he fried, since they were technically like kind of cooked already, he fried them, and then they were black. They were black from all the frying. At least we didn't get salmonella, okay? At least we didn't get the salmonella. So, more of a day, Dad was actually, the air fryer was my dad's favorite tool, by the way. It was his favorite cooking tool. He would use the air fryer like weekly, 2 times a week. And he broke the air fryer, and he was so sad after that because he couldn't use the air fryer anymore. So he was trying to, how could you like salmonella, sir? Medium rare. The medium rare chicken nuggets. Yeah, so I lost the air fryer, his like most prized cooking appliance. His most prized cooking appliance, second to the sandwich maker. The sandwich grill. Yeah, exactly. After that, he actually stored the air fryer because he wanted to fix that. I have no idea how one can open an air fryer and fix that, but my dad was like, I want to fix the air fryer. Fast forward to like a year, air fryer is not fixed. Oh, like my salmonella rare. Absolutely, bro. Yes, that's why I want to buy an air fryer. Have I ever okay, by the way, I will say the 220 volts are kind of dangerous. Actually, we broke what's the word for that? I think that like blender. We had a blender. We had an old blender. The blender, okay, the blender. Now it's with mom. Mom was gonna blend beans. Yes, she was gonna blend beans, and then she just like put on a 120 volts. Turn it on max speed, and then like yeah, blend beans. So blend beans here, and then like this one like and then it was smoking. Word blend. It does blend. Yeah, it just it was smoking. The blender is the best. And I was smoking the smell of like the burnt blender. The burnt blender. It was amazing. And then my mom was like, oh no. And then we had to buy a blender. This time is a 220 volts blender, okay? Now we have a 220 volts blender now, okay? It's a 220 volts blender now, so if we plug on the wrong outlet again, it doesn't explode again, okay? And then I also committed a whoopsie. I also made a whoopsie, by the way. But this one didn't burn, okay? Can I please get another blender? Okay, me too. Yeah, me too. Me too. The only person who has not put on the wrong outlet yet and has not broken something even like partially was Big Bro. Somehow Big Bro. There's a sandwich maker. It's like a grill, okay? It's like 2 grills and it close and make a sandwich, okay? I feel like is the Morgan, there's not Morgan Freeman, what's the name? The name of this thing in English, I forgot. It's like an actor name. I forgot the name, but It's a grill. You kind of like, there's two grills, top and bottom, and you close and make sandwich, okay? You can also like fry steaks and stuff, but we only make sandwich. It's not Gordon Ramsay. It's like English name. It's a actor. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Welcome. It's like you kind of like close the lid and then you make a sandwich there, okay? It's like a toaster, but not a toaster. And then like I was making sandwiches one day. That was not home yet. I was making sandwiches for like the whole family. And then actually the thing is the sandwich maker is 120 volts. Yeah, the grill, yeah. 120 volts, okay? Dodo forgot it was 120 volts. And it was actually, I was cooking. Hello, she likes, welcome, double piece. How you doing? So Dodo forgot it was 120 volts, and she actually went and cooked all the sandwiches on 220 volts. And then I was still making the sandwiches, okay? And then Dad came home and he was like watching me for a second, and he was like, hey Dodo, wrong plug. And I was like, oh wait, that's why he's kind of burning the sandwiches. The sandwiches weren't burned, they were just cooking faster than normal. And I was like, oh my god, this is way too fast. It's cooking fast today. It was cooking fast today. And then like Dad was like, oh, wrong outlet. It's 120 volts, Dodo. And I was like, oh damn. The sugar grill has some place to be. Yeah, it was going so fast. I was like, oh my god, that's impressive. And guess what? It still works, okay? It still works. I didn't burn the sandwich grill, okay? It still works, okay? According to my dad, I don't know if it's like a Mandela effect or something, but he was like, the grill is cooking slower now. The grill wants to be at 220 volts now, dude. The grill. Thank you for the follow, Ichigo. Thank you. The grill actually became addicted to 220 volts. So now the grill is cooking slower than normal. But still works, okay? Still works. And then sabotage fails successfully. Exactly. Still works though. And then little bro also committed a whoopsie, but his whoopsie was intended. And I don't know if this was a whoopsie. It is the vacuum cleaner, you know. It's actually a 220 volts vacuum cleaner. But Dad, the number one powered outlet fan, the vacuum cleaner, exactly. Number one power outlet fan said before we moved here 10 years ago actually, when we started building this house, this place here, he told Mom, get every single kitchen appliance, as a 220 volts. Because like it's cheaper apparently. He was like, get every single one of them as 220 volts, okay? And my mom was like, okay. And then she bought 10 years ago every single one, like the stove top, what's the name of this the thing you bake, the oven, the microwave. This is good to know when sending a rice cooker. So, oven, stovetop, microwave have been bought 10 years ago. A long time ago, really. and like we moved like almost 2 years ago. So like they have been like sitting there for like 8 years. Wanna know what's funnier? Our microwave, which we only really got to use recently, it came broken, by the way. The glass was broken when it came, so like we had to like switch for a new one. So it came broken like around the time it came broken, like everything that was made of glass was broken. Then like we contacted the company. I was like, we need a new one. This one is broken. We got a new one that has been sitting for 8 years. And now, okay, now the blame. Who's the blame to be given for buying the stuff way too early, Dodo, for that? It was actually Dad that was like, hey, buy it now! So like my mom's room for like 8 years had a microwave, an oven, and a stovetop, and also one of those things that you use on top of the stovetops for like to air out the stovetop. There was like the whole kitchen was inside my mom's room for so long. So when we bought the vacuum cleaner, my dad said, buy it 220 volts. The vacuum cleaner is kind of new, by the way. He was like, buy it 220 volts. Dad said that, okay, the electrician who put every single outlet in the house. But the thing is, he did not foresee. He did not foresee that the vacuum cleaner has a cable. And every single like the rooms here, they don't have like 220 volts power outlets, by the way. My room has only 120 volts power outlets. We don't have a 220 volts power outlet, so like I need like a cable extension to like turn on the vacuum cleaner in the kitchen. I turn on the vacuum cleaner in the kitchen with the power extender, with the power cable extender, right? So like little bro one day he wanted to vacuum the house. For some reason he wanted to vacuum the house. And he did not put the cable extender, right? And he put it on the 120 volts because it is supposed to work. It does work. And then he just vacuumed like the whole house with the 220 volts vacuum cleaner in 120 volts. It kinda became weird after that day and has been making a weird noise. It's not broken, it works, but it's making a weird noise. And it was all Dad's fault. Somehow, every single issue we have with electricity here, we can just like narrow it down to one person. It's kind of funny. Electric appliance abuse, exactly. I'm still waiting for the day we break the coffee machine. I'm still waiting for the day I'm gonna see someone break the coffee machine, okay? I'm still waiting for the day this will happen, okay? It will happen one day. It will happen one day. I know it will happen one day. Because like, okay, it's like waiting, it's like a disaster waiting to happen. I love Dodo idle posting while talking about appliances. What's the most idle thing you have to talk about, Dodo? Oh, kitchen appliances. Ah, nice, Rama, you're free. Nice, welcome back. So, the coffee machine. We have a coffee machine. And there is 2 power outlets in the coffee machine. One of them is white, the other one is red. The coffee machine is 120 volts. Please do not jump scare me, Koprok. Welcome, how you doing? The coffee machine is 120 volts, by the way. And there is a 220 volts power outlet very close to it. I'm waiting for the day this one breaks, okay? I am just waiting for the day the coffee machine breaks. It'll happen one day. It will happen one day. Yeah, and then, guys, there's this one wall. You know, the reason why I'm joking that Dad really loves power outlets, because like there's this one wall outside the house that has like 10 power outlets in the same wall. It's like a 4-meter wall. It's like around 4 to 5 meter wall. It has 10 power outlets. 10 power outlets in like 4 to 5 meters of a wall. There's 10 power outlets in the same wall. And there could be more, by the way. You can see the boxes, you know, the power outlet boxes. There's like some of them where like my dad did not put them there. Cause I still have an edit video of Chew sleep while streaming, and I have no idea what to do with it since I can upload to Chew's meme channel without the need for an intro. Upload on YouTube as unlisted. It works. Like, okay, have a good time being productive. Outlet extended by the wall. It's just full of like outlets. It is so funny. It is so funny. Stretch. Go. It's more an outlet that happens to be a wall. You know what's fun here? There's a TV there, but there's also like a wooden TV backing. Let's see, everyone a mug that's clearly yours, but everyone in the family uses. Hey, yes, actually, yes. There's this one mug I got from my previous workplace, and my little bro uses it to eat ice cream sometimes. Okay, so there's a TV. The TV. And there's like a wooden piece behind the TV, right? It's covering like 4 outlets, by the way. It's covering 4 outlets there, yeah. My parents, my brother, I'll use my... Okay, thank you, Sven. Welcome, how you doing, by the way? Water. Hello, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Kind of sounds like bacon. Bacon. Okay, my arms are getting tired. Wrong one. I can also become like this. I can take the coat off. Yes, it's Vendosa. Nice. Nice. We're currently talking about random stuff. It's not a Valentine's stream anymore. It's just yapping. Every single special event stream I try to make happens to be like a yapping stream. I have a dog in my lap. That's so cute! Half the dog is kind of standing and resting at the same time. That's so cute. I saw a glimpse. It was an accident, guys. It was an accident. I can use the hard eyes. Guys, hard eyes. At least I'm not fighting over how to cook rice again. Guys. Hear me out. About rice. This week, I look at my mom and I ask her, Mom, question. Do people wash rice? And she looks at me and says, not usually, some people do, but you don't need to. Mom just said that, and she said, in the past, okay, mom lore, let me get you guys mom lore, okay? Mom is not very young, mom is kinda old, but she's not very old, okay? Had pineapple fried That's a crime. From a desert. Pineapple on rice. Pineapple on rice. Pineapple on rice. You know, I feel like how many food crimes has a pineapple committed? something coming against the pineapple. Why do people keep putting pineapple in random places? It's a sweet fruit. Put it on juice. Make juice of it. Make juice, please. Just cook it. Just make juice with pineapple. I know it's expensive in some places, but God, a nice Chinese meal. Oh my God, the Brazilian stuff. You know, why is the Brazilian stuff, whenever they get like on Asian, it happens. Even the boba. I wish I would be paired with any other food. I have it pretty often. I feel like I'm gonna say about pineapple. I eat pineapple with my meals, but I don't put pineapple in my rice, okay? I eat pineapple separately, okay? I feel like pineapple doesn't belong to rice. I eat rice that has been dripped with like pineapple juice. I can only taste pineapples. Like I would rather just eat a pineapple by its texture because I really like the texture of pineapple. But when you put it on rice, you have like rice with pineapple flavor. Would you rather have pineapple on fried rice or the pizza? I would rather have the pineapple. Please don't put it on. Because like, okay, how do I say this? Because rice here is salty, is a salty food. It can be a sweet, but it's usually a salty food. So if like you tell me fried rice, my head will think about like the egg fried rice with pineapple on top of it. Because in my mind, I'm like, okay, so like rice is salty. Fried rice is made with chicken, and then there's egg, and then there's salt, MSG and stuff. And green onions, and then like I just like in my mind I think of like the egg fried rice, and I just think about like putting pineapple on top of it. I feel like what the with chicken with pineapple and chicken. Question: is the pineapple sweet? Important question. Pineapple is one of the sweetest fruits. Pineapple abuse. There's pineapple abuse. You guys know pineapples came from Latam, specifically Brazil. We have pineapples here in Brazil, you know, pineapples came from here. Why do I feel like suddenly pineapple comes in multiple flavors I had no idea about? Check this corner, moon. I'm sending a no. No, I don't want to see it. Where is it? Where did you put the pineapple? Where is it? Where is the pineapple? Please don't tell me you put it in a weird place. Where is the pineapple? Where is it? This pineapple news. What is this? What is this? I have seen people baking pineapples here, and I thought it was cursed. This thing here. This thing here, what is this? You guys eat that? You guys eat pineapple with cheese? Pineapple and fried rice, but when I say that I flavor my rice while cooking it, I fry it, and I don't wash my rice, you guys say it's a crime. You guys put cheese over pineapple and put it on chicken. I say I prefer pineapple fried rice over pineapple bits. Guys put this on fried rice with eggs, pineapple with eggs, and chicken and cheese. And but when I say I don't have to wash rice, you guys say it's wrong? When I say I don't wash rice, you guys say I'm wrong, but when I say pineapple, I don't wash rice, you don't have to. I was gonna talk about this until the pineapple stuff came by. I got hungry, I'm gonna make it tomorrow. Oh my god. I have no words about this. Okay, you can send the photos. What the hell? I wash rice. I don't have to. Wash here is already washed. It has no starch that it needs to wash off, by the way. If you wash rice, the water doesn't come off murky, it comes like clean. You wash the rice with the pineapple. You wash the cheese first. You have to wash cheese. Yes, this is kind of Reddit post that spark comments exactly. Cheese! If you get fresh cheese, it has to be washed. If it's a fresh cheese, you have to wash it, by the way, before storing it. If it's fresh, you have to wash the cheese. You have to wash the cheese. If you just bought like a cheese wheel, you have to wash the cheese. If it's fresh, you have to wash the cheese. You're supposed to wash cheese that's fresh, by the way. Cheese that's fresh. I'm saying this, okay? I tune in here. If it's fresh, you have to wash it. But it's true. If it's a fresh cheese, you have to wash the cheese because there's like some weird water, weird waste of weird cheese water there. Hello, I want to recommend. How are you doing? I don't buy my stuff fresh, only molded in. Thank you. In cheese is already fresh. You just throw the milk in the cheese. No, you just Coprock, do you think I'm washing the cheese? You're washing the cheese wheel. The cheese wheel. You have to wash the cheese wheel. You know, you have to wash the cheese wheel because the cheese wheel is dirty. It's dirty. Have to wash because there's like residual dirt there from like the cheese cooking process. I drive my car with a cheese wheel. Cheese wheel! I'm talking about cheese wheel! There's the flavor though. No, the flavor is inside. The cheese dirt. Cheese wheels and like braided mozzarella, fresh mozzarella, you have to wash that. Unless you cook it yourself. If it has been cured or like stored in a store and you bought it fresh, then you have to wash it, you know, it's dirty with the cheese water. Yeah, the cheese is kind of dirty with the cheese weird water. Yeah, you have to wash that. Wash that away and put it in a new recipient. I never washed my fresh mozzarella. Yeah, because you made it yourself. You made it yourself. It's made by your hands. But like, if it's made by someone else's hands though and has been in the store for like 2 days. Cheese water. There's like this cheesy, I don't know how to explain, but there's like this cheesy water in the outer layer of the cheese. Or drink cheese water? No, you don't drink cheese water. You wash the cheese water. Yeah. Italian boba, what do you mean? Cheese water is... Okay, so... I recommend you guys getting like a fresh wheel of cheese, you know, that hasn't been cured a lot. There is like, it's a bit wet with like a watery substance. It's kind of like a watery substance. It was watery because like the cheese kind of like sweats, you know. Cheese, it's like the tree sweat, you know. It's a cheese sweat. Grocery store stream. Don't bonk me. It's like cheese sweat. Yeah, because cheese is like drying. The outer layer is like dry and there's like a residual of like... the only way I can like describe this like cheese sweat, okay? Yeah. I never buy a cheese wheel. Jeez. No, it's like if the cheese is fresh. If the cheese is fresh, okay, if the cheese is fresh and it's being cured, it kind of like is drying out, right, from the inside to outside. The inside is like has more moisture than like the outside. The outside is kind of like becoming like dry, right? And when the cheese is not washed, you have to wash the cheese wet. I'm putting the quotations mark into it, okay? My head hurts. I'm going back to life. I don't know if that means... Yeah, I'm talking about this, you know, inside, like it's drying and like the cheese kind of like... It's kind of like getting it's kind of like drying from the inside out. So it kind of like sweats, you know. That's what I'm saying, okay? It's like the cheese sweat, the sweat of the cheese. There's like... It's kind of weird how to describe that. So that's why you have to wash cheese that's like fresh, okay? If it's fresh, like it's not very old. It hasn't been cured for a long time. Think if I dehydrated it. Yeah, that's why I have to wash cheese, okay? So, it still makes sense, but it's still... Yeah, it sounds weird. It's weird to describe, okay? It's weird to describe, but like, yeah. Even if it's cool, you have to wash that because it's kind of nasty. Have to wash that. It's just water, okay? Don't soap that. I need to go for now. Hope I'll be able to return in an hour. Okay, have a good time. Bye, Nancy. Bye-bye. So, about rice, okay? I want to tell you guys about the rice. I asked Mom, rice, do you wash it? And she said, some people do. Some people don't. Most people don't. Because there's no point in washing rice. Let's see, a lot of things raw, even fresh from the dirt. Wash if it has been from the dirt, okay? Have to wash it. There's dirt. You could get literally, it could get parasites in your brain if you ate the wrong thing. By the way, potato. Yeah, fresh from the dirt. Maybe should return to dirt food. Yes, about the rice. My mom has told the lore a long time ago when rice was sold in stacks. This sounds very wrong. This sounds so wrong. I'm sorry. When rice was sold, it was with A, okay? With A is A. Yay! You know those. I'm gonna. When rice was sold in those bags, you know, those bags, okay, those kind of like felt bags, you know, those bags, you know, the bags before, like the plastic ones, you know, before the plastic, when humanity couldn't use a lot of plastics, you know, so they would sell it in bags, okay? No, in bags, like the huge bags of rice. You had to actually get your rice cleaned in multiple ways because it would come with rocks and dirt and corn and soy and whatever else was harvested in the place. So you had to get your rice and actually like pick out the rice, pick out the stuff that's not supposed to be there. You still have to do this with beans, but you don't have to do this with rice. So you had to like take the rocks out, the corn out. No. Had to take the rocks out. I'm not supposed to permit that. I wasn't supposed to permit that. I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button. Enjoy some flavor rice. No. Here's food moment that make you die. So I was in the dining hall and saw the chefs opening a can of pineapple and making a monster of pineapples. They... Please stop. Stop with the abuse. So yes, what company wraps rice with rocks? So because like in the old times, 30 years ago, they will literally just put the rice in the bags with anything that was there. So including rocks, so we had to like catch the rocks you had to like pick the rocks out of the rice, the dirt out of the rice, the corn out of the rice, the soil out of the rice, the beans out of the rice, and then you had to wash this one because it was actually dirty. And now, lately, there is so many ways that like the factories, when they put the rice in the plastic bags, they already wash the rice, they already pick out the rice for you. So there is nothing weird with the rice, you cannot find anything, it's just rice in the bag. Yeah, it's just rice in the bag, okay? I ate that. The curry? The curry? The curry? You ate this crime of a food? It is a crime of a food. You know, I find it funny. Because like, do you guys know tapioca starch? Do you guys know tapioca starch? I'm gonna say something. When I found out about boba, I was actually a bit confused. Do you guys know where tapioca starch comes from? Do you guys know that tapioca starch is actually one of the oldest foods in Brazil? So I feel like it was kinda, you know, because like they wouldn't call the boba, they would call it tapioca. And you know, I was confused, like, why are you guys still calling those balls tapioca? And I was like, why are you guys still calling those balls tapioca? So the thing is, tapioca starch is made out of like tapioca, which has many names. I mean, for the longest time I thought the boba orbs were made out of fish eggs. So like, tapioca starch is actually one of the foods that were invented by the Brazilian natives on the northern region of Amazon. Because you guys know that actually tapioca, the root, is actually, I was thinking it was jelly. The tapioca root is actually poisonous. Tapioca is actually a poisonous food, by the way. So the thing is, you know, to get tapioca starch, they get the roots, and they have, it is poison. Why am I not surprised? So they had to like find a way to cook it to like make it not poisonous, you know. Can you one day show your food traditions? We'll call it a date. I could do a showcase of Brazilian food. My state has the best food in the country. It's undiscussed. Honestly, most food were poisoned. Yes, exactly. Humans just love eating anything that can potentially turn into food. When raw. Okay, so the thing is, tapioca has to be cooked in a very specific way to become like starch, so you can cook it again. There is like, I have watched a documentary about this like a long time ago. You need to die. So like you had to like cook the roots and something, and then you have to like mash them, and then you have to like dry them, and then you have to like cook them again. There's like so many ways to get the starch out of the tapioca. That like, when I heard people call the boba tapioca, I was like, what? How do we go from cheese sweat to poisonous tapioca root for some cooking? There's like a whole process. You guys can search it later. I don't think I can describe it properly, but there's many process, and then bop, twist it, and boom. Yeah, there's many ways. Like it is poisonous, by the way. It is poisonous. So like tapioca here is eaten many ways, by the way. It can be salty, it can be sweet. But the thing is, the boba is actually based off sagu. Sagu is actually a Brazilian food, by the way, a traditional Brazilian food. Not from my region, but I did search about it. Sagu is tapioca pearls, and it's usually eaten with wine, with like a wine syrup thingy. Sagu. Sagu with S. Sagu. And apparently, it became trendy in Korea after the boba. Yeah, Sagu, Sagu. Hello, Kwakson, welcome. Sagu, do you guys know Sagu? No! Hello. So Sagu is actually... I have seen like videos about it on YouTube Shorts. About like making Sagu, but like Sagu's not that. Sagu's the pearls. It's really there. Those people get some weird diets. So, yeah, you know. Okay. So the thing is, those pearls are like the Sagu. I have searched about this, by the way. Okay, so Sagu. No, you don't. Dominic, please don't. You're gonna get 10 seconds of timeout if you keep going. So apparently, the Korean trend is to put like pink lemonade, strawberry milk, ice, the Sagu pearls, strawberries, and other berries. And I don't know, I feel like they also put some nuts there. I have no idea, but like I have seen videos about this. Yeah, and I feel like I feel like that guys are gonna be true. I feel like okay. I feel like they're going too far. Why'd you put a strawberry milk with pink lemonade? It's gonna coagulate. It's gonna coagulate. Yeah, so you have I don't know why I sent long messages. I always got really. I didn't know. So yes, yeah. First was the tapioca, now it's the Sagu. It's the same thing. No. But yeah, I recommend you guys searching. Let me get an image. Let me get an image of the Brazilian one. Okay, it is kinda okay. I have never eaten this before. I don't know what it tastes like, but I have the image here. Let me get the image here. It's like the tapioca pearls. It is the tapioca pearls. Here, this is Sagu. This here is Sagu. It is the pearls and like they're cooked in like wine. Nuts. And like they're cooking in wine. Yeah, that's what I have seen. Like those, they put like a mousse and stuff, and like it is made out of tapioca. It is the tapioca pearls, the same one you guys put on boba. Looks like cranberry sauce. No, it's not cranberry sauce. It's wine. It's wine. It looks like fish eggs. It actually is white. It is actually white. The funny thing is, Yoki is the one who produces that. Can I have a PNG, a JPEG, please? A GIF, a JPEG, please. JPEG, please. I'm trying to get it. Oh, PNG, let's go. I drink it from a plate, so it looks like this. The Sagu pearls before being cooked look like this. They're white pearls, just like the boba. But they don't have the sweet like the brown sugar stuff. Don't choke on the So yeah, those here, they're tapioca pearls. Yes, they're tapioca pearls. And apparently I have seen the Korean Sagu. Is it called Sagu? Because I have seen like it became like a trend. They call it Sago. Yeah, it is with an O. Okay, this is the Korean Sago. Oh god, I'm scared. Okay, so there's a Korean Sago. I'm gonna get this image. The Korean Sago with O is this. It's just made with the Sago pearls. It is not cheese. It's milk and soda. But it's kind of funny. I find it funny. Milk, exactly. And fruit is a recipe to disaster. Anyone getting hungry? I don't know. But guys, PSA, tapioca food. PSA, because recently tapioca food became trendy. It became trendy. Okay, guys, PSA. Hear me out. I have reverb on. I'm gonna zoom in. Tapioca. Eating too much tapioca foods can mess up with your stomach. Do not overeat it. Do not overdrink it. Tapioca can mess up with your stomach really badly. It can get to your stomach, your poopsies, weirdy, okay? I don't know, I remember, I feel like it was constipation. It can become constipated. It messes you up, but like, it's not too much. It's like, you know, guys, don't drink too much boba if you have tapioca pearls. That thing messes up with your stomach. I feel like I remember it was constipation, by the way. Yeah. Why can't we drink too much tapioca? Because it can get constipated. I only learned what tapioca is today. Just drink more and more, and then bam! Oh my god! Don't eat too much. You actually, I feel like I eat 2 packs of tapioca if I'm going to start barfing, like I usually try to pump with mac and cheese. Wouldn't betray me. Tapioca. So guys, do not. It's actually dangerous to overeat tapioca. By the way, you can, if you eat too much in a short period of time, you could actually end up in the doctor. You see this thing? I've seen it on all the American recipes. Just don't like bump. Totally like paying for high healthcare. Yeah. So if you guys don't want to end up in the ER because of boba, avoid drinking too much boba if it has tapioca. Avoid eating too much tapioca, and I'm saying this because it is dangerous. Tapioca, believe it or not, is still poisonous, okay? So high amounts of it. Guys, remember, everything can be a poison. Everything can be a poison, and tapioca is usually a poisonous root that, if it cooked properly, it's actually very easy to cook it properly. It doesn't become poisonous, but having too much can mess up with your stomach very, very badly. Yes, boba. It's good if you're sick. Yeah. Okay. If you eat, like, the thing is, you shouldn't eat too much. Okay. I know when it became restriction clear because I'm 2 kilograms of coconut. Okay, I have to search. I don't remember if it was like constipation or the opposite. Let me search. Yeah, it actually causes intoxication. It can cause, if it's okay. There's a limit to how much you should eat. I'm not just anything those geezers said back in the day. They made. So okay, let's go. A tapioca is actually still a poisonous food. It can cause intoxication, and if you eat tapioca that's like raw or like it wasn't cooked properly, it can cause intoxication by cyanide. Which includes becoming nauseous, vomiting. Oh, your head hurts. You're confused. You're nauseous again, and you also have a short breath. And instead of tapioca, they have tried cyanide. Yeah, cyanide, and you should never eat it raw, by the way. Yeah, cyanide poisoning. And by the way, it's a very caloric food, okay? I don't know if I'll be able to search it. Okay, I have searched it. Oh, I know this one. I have seen videos about it. Grass jelly is cute. I feel like this is something cool. I feel like the shape is cool. The shape is cool. It's a very cool shape. It's yummy. It seems yummy, not gonna lie. It seems yummy, like it's like jelly cubes. If it tastes sweet, then it's probably good. Yeah, do you get cyanide poisoning? I just saw a high dose of cyanide, just me to clock you out instantly. Just now dosing you out of life dosage. Do you guys know? Yeah. So if you eat raw tapioca, the root, you can get cyanide poisoning. So that's why. Still, you shouldn't eat a lot of tapioca because of that also. Yes, because there's. So don't eat too much. Even if it's cooked, you can get food poisoning from that, okay? Food poisoning and intoxication, and you can gain weight because it's very caloric. As far as feed 3 bowls of sinkao after dinner once. To splendid all of that to feed itself, and we still eat it. And some pandan. But yeah, I found it funny how like tapioca became like trendy in like Asian countries. People took cyanide to keep secrets they took to them to grave. Yeah, eating too much walnuts can give you cyanide poisoning as well. Yeah, but just a bit of raw tapioca can literally knock you out. Guys, if you eat raw tapioca, you can be knocked out. If the tapioca is bad, you can be knocked out. If the tapioca is not cooked properly, you can be knocked out. Have sinkao drink. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, don't eat too much. Don't eat too much tapioca. I know people like it. Yeah. Better to be knocked out than knocked up. Now, would you rather drink 1 liter of tapioca or 1 liter of sinkao? 1 liter of sinkao. You know, okay, so the thing is, for Rome, tapioca is very caloric. It's very caloric, okay? It's a very caloric food. Where to be knocked? Yeah. It's a very caloric food, okay? Water. I don't think it's been possible to eat that many bananas in one sitting. Yeah. Too many bananas can give you radiation poisoning. It's fine, Dodo. I can eat as much as many. But I found it funny how it became trendy on Asia. I really wonder... Okay, now I really wonder, because I have seen boba was developed on Hong Kong. I'm not sure, but they say it was developed on I'm not sure if it was Hong Kong or Taiwan, but they say it was Hong Kong. And like, how did it get there? Question, how? One of the most traditional Brazilian cooking ingredients. How? How did it get on the other side of the world? Global trading. But the thing is, Frome is on the other side of the world. Who? Okay. Just imagine. Like, how do you find out? Like, how Britain happened? But like, the thing is, it's kind of recent. You know why? You can eat full banana bundle free for 1 person about 2 hours and be knocked out. Like, I feel like boba is kind of new from what I have heard. And like, in my mind, I'm like, how did they see that? And they were like, I'm gonna put this on sweet tea. Producing boba, everyone is a served to eating. Brazilian trading was actually, I have to say from it, Brazilian trading was actually, I would say the British were not that involved. The ones you buy in store probably don't, but the ones that grow in the wild contain certain acids that could poison. Okay, the illegal trade of British drugs in China. Okay, so how do I say this? Brazil and China are actually trading partners, by the way. So I kind of probably happen somewhere between that. Yeah, somewhere between like the trades of Brazil of China, because we are actually trade partners. You know, I feel like the British, they have nothing to do with like Brazil and China trading, at least recently. Because like everything like we actually trade directly with them. Do you guys know? Like they buy like soy from us and meat and a bunch of iron. There was even like some discussions about like Brazil selling iron to China. I feel like that's very cool to have like international relationships. I feel like that's cool. Yeah, but I feel like maybe in the mix of like the whole stuff, like eventually like we sold tapioca starch to China or something. If in the future Vtubers in your main character could become a really funny teacher. I don't know if I could be a teacher. I'm not sure. I have wanted to be a teacher when I was little, but my family just like laughed it off because they're not gonna drink and prepare some new legs after drinking many of them. Oh, Dalgona school. Dalgona school, by the way. It's not new here anymore. Yeah, it's not new anymore, but like it was new, you know? You guys remember the boba boon? Like I feel like in the pandemic. Ow, the pandemic is coming back. In the pandemic, when everything will become trendy after a week. I feel like the boba boom happened around the pandemic, and people are like, "Oh, look, this funny drink is boba. Is how to make boba. How to order boba. Sweet tea. It's chai latte." I have never tasted this one before, but personally, I was like, "That's cool. That's cool." But why are you guys calling tapioca? That's not tapioca. That's not tapioca. It's a different name. The new after pandemic, but after 2 weeks in here is coming. Exactly. In the pandemic, everything will become trendy after a week. Like, oh, boba. I prefer sour lemon flavor boba. Oh. And like, I remember in the pandemic, it was like so many tutorials like how to make boba. Oh, sweet boba. It was boba everywhere, and I would watch those videos. Okay, yeah, I want to try one day. Didn't VTubers get trending during the? Yeah. They actually VTubers. Okay, VTubers. I would say I would love to make a video about like the VTuber boom, because I was there. Okay, I was there when it happened, and I have actually I have to say this. I have witnessed the whole VTuber lore of VTubing. Okay, I have seen the VTubing arising. Okay, I have seen the conundrum, and the English VTuber boom was the one that happened during the pandemic. Yeah, VTuber boom was during the pandemic, but I feel like it happened like widely. But the thing is, I feel like there were probably like 2 to 3 VTuber booms. I would say, there was probably like a VTuber boom after Kisnai. After Kisnai, I remember there was like a VTuber boom where like corporations were like making their own VTubers. Sega had like Mirai Akagi, I think. There was also, I don't remember exactly when Himehina started. I feel like it was a while after. And then also, there was also, who else was there? There was many, I forgot the names. There was Kizunai, there was like the whole Kizunai scandal. If my voice wasn't so good, I would be trying. Can I be honest? I feel like my voice is not very good. Who's the first? First virtual YouTuber is Kizunai. first person to make a video using a virtual avatar is discussably supersonical. But technically, VTubing, the live 2D one, technically already existed with Elaine, like a long time before. Yeah. There was this very old meme. Do you guys know the very, very old meme, Ebola-chan? I can't believe I'm mentioning Ebola-chan on stream. A very old meme. It was made by one of the oldest VTubers. It was made by one of the oldest VTubers. Yeah, I remember finding this one. By a VTuber. It came, you know, guys, it was even before. Nishi is doing something. You know, Ebola-chan is actually, I feel like, wasn't this like older than Kiznai? I don't remember exactly, but like the first person to say like, I'm a VTuber was Kiznai. But VTubing has already existed way long before that, yeah. Yeah, and like many corporations popped in and many like individuals popped in. And then there was like some corporations formed. There was like Hololive. I remember Hololive was like a while after Kiznai debuted. Actually, Sora is one of the oldest VTubers. It's one of like the oldest 3D VTubers. Who the first GM for Hololive? Hololive came first. Hololive actually came first, I think. I just think Girl Guru was the first one of the VTubers. Guga came after, I feel like after the second VTuber boom. Guga came after the second VTuber boom. I feel like the first VTuber boom, the leader of the VTuber boom was... The leader of the first VTuber boom was Kiznai. Second VTuber boom, I would say, was Nijisanji. And third VTuber boom was Hololive English. Yeah. Who was the first? Hololive is the first, I think. Leader of AI was technically Coco. Coco kick-started, but like I feel like the boom, you know. Okay, hold on, see this. Yeah, it was Coco, the one who started. Like actually, the one. Okay, I haven't ever told you guys before. I actually want to become a VTuber because I found out about Coco and I was like, I didn't know VTubing was something in English. Okay, I actually already knew English. My English wasn't that good, by the way, but I was already fluent to some extent. And Coco was like one of my inspirations to like become a VTuber. So like the first graduation from Holo was actually before Coco. Yeah, she was the biggest like graduation they had, but like from Holo it was before Coco. I think they had terminations before Coco. People eat bitter almonds. The very first graduation. I feel like Coco is the biggest example of a graduation, but like, if I remember correctly, wasn't... Okay, now I don't know if I'm remembering this incorrectly. I think like it was Aloy, no? Technically the first graduation wasn't like a termination. I feel like... I'm not sure. I don't know if I got the dates mixed up. But like, I feel like the first graduation was technically Aloy. No, Chris was terminated. Actually, the first graduation from Holo was from Holo Stars. I think it was Holo Stars. I'm not getting like the dates correctly, but like the first graduation from Hololive was from Holo Stars. I feel like they had like 3 people graduated before Coco graduated. Yeah. So technically speaking, it was from Holo Stars. Coco was the first big example of like a VTuber who was already established at graduating. Yeah, I feel like it was the first example of like established one graduating because the other ones were kind of like early on. Yeah. So yes, the first VTuber boom was after Kiznai debuted. The second VTuber boom was after Nijisanji like became kind of big. And then the third one was after, I would say it started with Coco. I would say it started with Coco, but like I feel like Holoyen was the one who like made it boom like even bigger. I would say like Coco was like the calm before the storm. According to picture I showed second, remember the exact details. Oh, but yeah, I would say like in the past, I feel like Coco was like the calm before the storm, you know. when you have something coming up and like people are, I feel like it was kind of like the way I would see this. The way I would see this. They didn't all have zero. Yeah, they have a zero jam because it's more like individuals who debuted like separately. Yeah. Whole Life did debut around the time of like Kisnai. They debuted like right after Kisnai, I would say, a while after. And then I feel like Ninja Sun is just kind of newer than Whole Life, yeah. So the thing is, I would say this, the way I would see this, when I first, Subug is from second generation, I think. When I first found about VTubers around Kisnai, I wanted to be a VTuber, but I didn't really know about the whole concept. I would say that like after Ninja Sanji debuted like a bunch of like live 2D models, it kind of became like an industry like standard of like live 2D models and stuff. And like some companies were inspired by this. And then like after the second boom happened in Japan, and there was like the Coco debut in like 2019, and like she became popular around 2020. Before Ian debuted, I feel like many people were already inspired by Coco to like become a VTuber. And I would say I would say like, the way I would explain this, like in my words, like, it's like they found their kids. The first one of mine is Sana, but yeah. Sana was amazing, I really love Astro Girl. I feel like some of my favorite like VTuber songs. Yeah. So like, I feel like the way Coco, the way I could describe her is like Coco was the Kisna Eye. Coco was the Kisna Eye of like the English community. And I feel like that's a pretty heavy hole. Yeah. This is like a pretty heavy role to like have. Because the way I see it, she was the Kisna Eye of the English community, the English VTubing community. And like the way like Kisna inspired like JP. Yeah, I really love Sun. I would watch her streams and I really love Astro Girl. Sometimes I still listen to Astro Girl, by the way. I watched her graduation stream, was very sad. Yeah, but she was very nice. Yeah, I really love her drawings. They're very nice. Yeah, but I feel like the way Coco, I would say the way I would describe Coco is like she was the Kisna of the English community of VTubers. And the whole life Yen was like the new Sanji. Whole life Yen the building was like Ninja Sanji the building. I feel like you can make those parallels, okay? You can make those parallels. The first big VTuber to speak English in a Japanese control market. Yeah. She doesn't stream often, but I still love her drawings. I feel like the way we could like make the correlations, like Coco was like the Kisnai like surgeon. Because like she was the first example of like an English-speaking VTuber in like a Japanese-dominated market. Even though there were English-speaking VTubers before, they weren't really big, Because like people will watch like the Japanese ones, and then bam, a Japanese one that speaks English. And then after Holy and the Build, I feel like many people were like, oh, I have to do it. But like, have you guys seen that like with Boom also came lots of graduations? I feel like the way it happened. And now my Yoshi's Dota. Thank you. Kyle is very nice. I feel like Kyle is great. Sometimes I watch Kyle stream, I'm like, what the hell? Don't ever guess grandkids. She's absolutely gonna be the grandma with a never-ending waterfall of histories. I can explain my grandchildren. Hi, grandchildren! The time I was a VTuber. Do you guys know what VTubers are? Yeah. So, the way I see it is like Mimo Dodo. Mimo. So, the way I see it, with the VTuber boom, Kalis, exactly, I have no idea how she can do it. Sorry to stay at one time, Dodo has become, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, thank you. I feel like that's nice. Yeah, because like for indie VTubers, something I see that's hard for like an indie VTuber is that like I feel like, okay, I'll say this, like there's 2 points that make me feel very sad about like being like indie VTubers. Basically you're like your whole advertisement. You have to advertise yourself, right? Yeah, I remember Carl and Sisyphus. Carl and Sisyphus. I just one was amazing. The Carla plays Sisyphus. I started my day watching Carla play Sisyphus. I ended my day with Carla playing Sisyphus. So, because like I am like my own advertisement campaign. Yeah, Minecraft also. I'm my own advertisement campaign. Like indie VTubers, unless they have money to like hire a manager or something, they have to like advertise themselves. And also, I feel like the group dynamics. How can I say this? I feel like the best part of like corporate VTubing. I will say this. I feel like the best part of corporate VTubers, like VTubing, like have a group. You know, you have like a group. And like this group, you guys can play together, and then like there's like separate groups, and you can like, it's like a lot easier to network. That's what the way I see it. That's the way I see it. Even though like you have to stand out, I feel like I have guys. I'll say this because I have been a VTuber fan for way too long. Okay, I don't know. I'm probably like, I don't know. Like if some of you are like hardcore, tell the price we can spill the. Just need to find more friends, exactly. Because like as an indie VTuber, you have to find the friend, and you have to be a friend to the friend. I'm not saying like being friends is bad. I'm just saying like you have to figure out friendship. So like it's different from a colleague, right? Just like imagine like in your workplace. In your workplace, you have like your workplace and you have like your colleagues, but you also have your friends, right? Not everyone in your workplace is your friend, but everyone in your workplace is your colleague, you know? So like you have to interact with them, and like it's like if you need help, you can reach out to them. But like if you need help for like a personal reason, not every single one of your work colleagues is gonna help you in that, because like it's a friend, you know? You're my friend if you're indie. Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like the way it works is like, just imagine you have exactly, like usually it's your colleagues, right? The idea, like I'm just saying like this for workplace and like school and stuff. You have colleagues. You don't have friends. You may have friends among your colleagues, but like in your workplace and like in your school, you're interacting with people more often because you have something to talk about. All these friends will be there for you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so like the way I see it is like in your company, if you're working in a company, like I'm not talking about VTubing, like in general. A company, if you work like in an office, or like if you have like a school or college class, all those people in this environment is like colleagues. But like just imagine you're like a freelance and you're working with a different freelance. You have to kind of like become friends with them to like communicate with each other if you're planning on doing something together. But like in your school, you can basically hate your colleague. I'm not saying this for VTubing, by the way. I'm just saying this, like you can have like no impression about your colleagues. Like, you know, they're around you. You may dislike them, you may like them, you may love them, you may hate them. Like they're there, you know, they're there. I'm not talking about this, like I'm talking about school, okay? School. People may hate you. Like people may hate you. You may hate people. You may like people. You may love people. They may love you. You know. So the way you guys interact with each other, sometimes you don't talk with your colleagues after all. So like, but like when it comes to a friend and you want to do something together with a friend, it's different than like with a colleague, right? That's what I see, like the advantages, right? There is no contractable behavior that you must keep every person in the company. They do expect you to have. Exactly. So like you don't have to like be friends to everyone, but like you can be colleagues to them. You can just do some fun and become friends. Exactly. The way I see it, I never had friends in school and colleagues. Yeah. I'm saying this because like friendships, are a lot different from like having friends is different from having colleagues. That's what I see. And like for indie VTubers, you don't need colleagues. You need friends. I see colleagues as friends and friends as colleagues. I just see them. Yeah, like you can treat them in the same way. What I'm saying, like, is that a way you have to treat someone who's like outside of your group? Is different than the way you have to treat someone who's inside of your group, because like you already know common interests to some people who are inside your group, right? For example, if you're in a company, you can talk about company stuff with them, like, oh, have you seen the newest like drama in the company? Like, oh, they will cut your payment by 5%. Oh, do you see? We have food money today. Wow. So like you have things to talk about. But like friends, like just imagine meeting someone. The way I see it, just imagine like you meet someone and you don't know nothing about this person. You know how they look like. You may know some of like the games they play, but maybe they're playing these games because they want like to grow a community around those games. Maybe they don't enjoy those games too much. No, you didn't mention friend. To be honest, all my friends is from online game. Never trust each other. Never see each other. Yeah. The way I see it is like collabing as a indie VTuber is harder than like collabing as a corporate VTuber, because you're already around an environment, and like I feel like having friendships in this environment can be easier because you have common interests, right? That's the way I see it. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Also, collabing as an indie VTuber is hard. Exactly. I feel like this also affects like worldwide like corpos, by the way. I think the premise of school is good, but the execution was the best sometimes. Yeah. So like I feel like that's the way, because like you're in a class, you have to do stuff together with them, and I feel like it's easy to become friends with them, right? Because like sometimes you're in like assigned a group project, and then you guys become friends with each other because we're assigned something together, right? And I feel like as an indie VTuber, you don't get the moment to do something, like you don't get a group assignment to meet each other. I feel like that's the issue. You don't really meet people, you meet a VTuber, like you meet the outside, you know. That's why I feel like collabs are kind of hard. Okay, have a good time, Dominic. I also need water. I have been yapping. That's those group members don't put it. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's where you can like filter down. If we can resume the hidden we can see. Yeah. Okay, posture check. My posture is terrible. Bye bye. Bye. But yes, let me put my. I feel like cold now. But yes, I would say that's the way I see it, especially if you don't get well. Yeah, I feel like that's the. Okay, so here's the thing. If you guys have seen smaller corpos, you can see the downfall, okay? You can see the downfall. Because the thing is, some corpos, they don't really look properly in the people they're hiring. Okay, let me tell you guys. Okay, I have seen this a lot. I'm saying this as a fan, by the way. Everything I'm saying this is as a fan, okay? Not as a VTuber. I cannot say this was my experience. I'm saying this as a fan, by the way, who has been here for a long time, okay? I feel like most corpos, they fail because they don't really get people who get along well. Because like, if you're gonna put people on a group project, you have to make sure they like in a case like for a generation of VTubers, you expect them to collab and play games together, make streams together, right? And like you expect them to like play with the newer generations or like the previous generations, right? But the thing is, but if you have a small group, you know each other well, right? Yeah, but the thing is, when they hire, I'm saying this for like smaller corpos, they hire looking at numbers most of the time, sometimes. And like if they don't have like a good hiring process, they can like put some bad apples around. And you know, the bad apples, they rot the whole batch. Yeah. And sometimes, would you ever consider joining a corpo? I feel like there's advantages to that, but I don't say. How do I say this, Gary on? I don't think I would ever vocalize saying like, guys, I'm joining a corporation. I see the advantages, okay? I see the advantages, by the way. Yeah, I see the advantages, but like I feel like that's the biggest issue in the video recording. Okay, can I tell you guys? I will say this. VTubers, especially indie VTubers, including me, need to learn how to shut their mouth. I include myself in this, by the way. Happy Valentine's, Mr. Gundam! Thank you, happy Valentine's, thank you! I will say this, I see advantages and disadvantages. And I would say I won't really detail about that because I would say, okay, how do I say this? VTubers in general, I'm saying this, indie VTubers, thank you! Independent VTubers need to learn how to keep their mouth shut. And I'm including myself in this. I'm not being a hypocrite. I have to learn how to keep my mouth shut sometimes. I remember when they released like the whole live Energy Sanji audition process. And it was funny because there's like one rule, a huge rule to both the audition process, okay? A huge rule written with huge letters saying, don't share to people you have auditioned. And then I was seeing so many indie VTubers going like, guys, should I? No, I haven't seen the audio, I don't know, but I see. Thank you. So I saw, like, I'm not gonna say like I saw 5. I probably saw like 100 VTubers. 100 VTubers going like, guys, should I give my shot? Guys, I auditioned it. Guys, can I pass? Guys, imagine me. I have no idea. I saw this. I saw this because like if you go on the website, like most like 100% of the VTuber companies are saying like, I saw post about that as well. So, like if you know, you're like, those people are dumb. So I'm gonna say this. I know some people are excited, but like okay, I'm gonna say this. I have seen so much about this. I have seen so much discourse about this. I have seen corporate VTubers talking about this, and it's funny. Would they spill the secret that they will reject? Not only they are rejected, some other companies will not even. How do I say this? Okay, this one I heard from a corporate VTuber, by the way. I heard this one from a corporate VTuber, by the way. Okay, I'm not saying this I'm not vouching for myself, but like what I have seen for a corporate VTuber talking about this. She said that whenever you say like, guys, I auditioned, actually some companies will actually blacklist you. Hello, happy Valentine's Day, Star Pop. Thank you very much for my hair. Thank you. So apparently, that's what I heard from a corporate VTuber. I'm not saying this for myself, but some companies will actually blacklist you from like saying vocally on Twitter, guys, I auditioned for a different company. I'm not saying like, oh, they're gonna blacklist you from like junior company. Like they'll feel like, you cannot keep your mouth shut. For some company, but not a company. Depends on the company. A certain company has let one of them pass. There's a huge example of someone who did that. By the way, is it illegal to boop the sheep? You guys can boop. Like Russia? I don't know about, no, it's not Russia. It's not, it has nothing to do with this. I'm not gonna talk about who it was, but it was a very... The audition video was leaked. There was one who actually leaked the audition video for a different company. I'm not gonna detail. If you know, you know. So I would say that's like probably the worst example of, guys. I'm just gonna say this. If you guys are planning on becoming a corporate VTuber, any VTuber in general, even joining a group, a serious group, don't yap about it. because like saying this, I feel like, okay, here's the thing. Like, I'm gonna say this like as an example of my old company I used to work. It is not a VTuber company. Did you say no a long time ago? A very long time ago, by the way. I'm not gonna say who, I'm not gonna say from where, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna state anything more about this. But I'm gonna say this because like the company I used to work, the office I used to work, it is not a VTuber company, I'm just saying. It had like an NDA clause. For example, you couldn't really leak stuff about your company. Like, you couldn't say like, we made this much money this year. Oh, this happened this year. So like, there was some information that were not like shared to the public. Isn't a contract exactly? So there's like some limits of what you can and what you can say. Or under the name of no, enemy is independent. So like, I'm gonna sneeze. Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. Wait, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. I'm not sneezing. Okay, I'm not sneezing. Okay. False flag. So you have to exactly. So the thing is, when you work in companies in general, they make you sign in the contract. There's like written what you can and what you can't say. For example, I knew information about my company that I'm never gonna share. Like, for example, there's some stuff that was kind of like in the NDA. For example, I couldn't just say, oh, the company is planning on doing this, guys, to expand even further. And if I say this information publicly, and it got to like a rival company, like a rival in the same in the same branch of stuff, like they do, I could get literally fired from my job. And you got to sign a lawsuit also. So I would say like, you know, because even the family shop, yeah, exactly. So like, there is some stuff you can say. For example, like, I feel like, I suppose like, okay, I'm gonna get like an example of like a VTuber company. Imagine like a VTuber company is planning on releasing a new generation of VTubers. And then a bad apple does inside just say, hey guys, do you guys know there's plans for a new generation of VTubers? It's gonna be like this many people. They're gonna be like that, their names. Oh, do you guys know there's this plan for expansion? Do you guys know there's plans for expansion? Oh, and it's gonna happen exactly like that, and like this. Yeah, exactly Tom Holland. I feel like VTubers are kinda payout revenue resource AI. You can't really. Some companies, I'm gonna say that some companies, because like, for example, Idol has actually shown how like their contract, their revenue contract a while ago. So for example, the contract for like revenue, I can let me do this. Wait, let me do this. Okay. Did it work? I feel like it did. Corp show gives some people fake information to the stairs. They do that, by the way, they do that. I feel like they do that. I'm gonna say this, I'm not sure, okay? I'm not sure, I cannot say for this. I cannot 100% confirm this. But I feel like companies, VTuber companies probably give like fake information. I feel like, I'm gonna say this. I feel like they either don't give information. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I have seen examples of this. Some companies, they don't just tell. Yeah, from what I see, some companies, the way they do it, they don't really inform people about like future plans until it's time to release the plan, right? That's what I see, okay? Yeah, that's what I see, because like, I'm gonna say this, VTubers are like Tom Holland. VTubers are a lot like Tom Holland, and I'm gonna say this like genuinely. Like, have you guys ever seen how many models people show around before they debut? Have you guys seen how many outfits they show around before debut? Have you guys seen how how they say like, guys, I'm covering this song. Tom Holland, yeah, VTubers are like Tom Holland. Yeah, I feel like that's the way I see. I feel like VTubers, they're like a ticking bomb. Like old Tommy, but without the Tom Holland strap. Yeah, from what I see, you know, because like that's why you have to sign an NDA, and you can like, if you leak this information outside, you can like be terminated. And it happens like in real life with like most of the contracts you're gonna sign, there's like an NDA clause like, oh, you can't share this information. And like, for example, in my company I used to work as an office, I'm just saying, there was the clause of you cannot share private information with like business partners or people who have like a business in the same branch. For example, you have like, if you have relations with people with like the same branch, for example, there's this rival company. Tom Holland makes some interesting scenes. For example, there's this one rival company to the company I used to work. For example, if I were to leak an information to that company, like, hey, you paid me this much and I leak information, I would get terminated right away. And sometimes they don't really admit people back if they work on a rival company. Yeah. So like you have to actually feel like you have to fill out in a form like if you have relationships to anyone in rival companies, or if you're like in a rival company. Like, oh, do you know anyone who's from a rival company? Yeah, it's kind of like that. They kind of like made me fill a form like, oh, do you know anyone from a company that works on the same stuff we do? Or like, are you working a company that do the same stuff we do? Or do you own a company that does the same stuff we do? And had to like fill out, and if you had those people, you had to like give names. You had to give the names out. You had to be a rat. You had to write out, be like, oh, I know this person. And like, you also had to like give names of people who work in the same company. But some company would do dirty way of, yeah, they send spies, and that, I feel like that's the way they do it, because like the company I used to work was kind of huge. So for example, there were some topics I avoid talking about because like, oh, this is how much we're gonna make at the end of the year. There were like the finance reports. I had access to all the finance reports. You guys don't know, I feel like my PC was very dangerous. For my role in the company, which was a very minor role. If you get paid to keep quiet on certain things, yeah. How do I say this? Two companies, their rivals are just small nations. Exactly. So like, yeah. So like, two companies, their rivals and just small nations. Yeah. So like, how do I say this? Okay, now I actually had too many files in my PC that were kind of like files I'm not supposed to have on my PC. So I used to work with data, okay, and Excel spreadsheets. But the thing is, the people in my workplace, they eventually like even the higher ups, the ones who were kind of like high up, they were like, Dodo, make this for me. Because I knew Excel. So like, I knew about plans and stuff. So like, I had so many files, like I had access to the live file of the company money. I knew about the budget of the company, how much the company was. I had access to like the master file, the master. Actually, I had access to master file. I had access to the master file of the company budget. I wasn't supposed to have access to that, by the way, because it's usually just people who are like on a higher level than me, like two higher levels, and maybe bosses, and I'm like, you know, just remember, for any media companies, Doko is a great help. I could actually lurk in the company, like I could see the salaries, I could see like how much money was allocated for salaries. And I could see how much was like the total salary of like a place in the company. I'm not gonna describe, I'm just gonna say I'm not describing about what was in the files, okay? So like I had access to that. I would say acquiring big data on companies like gold mine for marketers. Accountants and finance analysts will say for sure. Oh, I could filter the information. So like I had access to like the whole budget. Like accountant, I wasn't an accountant, by the way. But I had the financial information of the company. And when I was there, when I got the access for those files, I was like, oh guys, you shouldn't be sharing this to me. Internally, I was dying. I was like, oh my god. I don't think it was like never let Dodo on your computer. I didn't do anything. They shared to me because they needed help. So they shared it to me. So like, I personally will just ignore that, I would just like, oh, numbers, oh my gosh, that So I will just like help people out. I will just see their files. I'll be like, I don't care about the numbers. You're getting your file. I'm just gonna be ignoring that. If I saw those data, I just see a dream of possibilities. Yeah, I could see who was on red. I could see who was on red and where they were on red, why they were on red. I know this information is not shared with everyone in the company. But I know it's not like that top security data. She can touch your computer, you don't have. But yeah, it's kind of funny. I had like the budget information, it was funny. And personally, I would just see the numbers. I'll be like, I don't care. Big numbers. Oh god, that's so much money. Oh, that's red. Oh, that's green. Oh, that's a zero. Why is there money on zero? And personally, I would be like that. I'll be like indifferent about this. But like, just imagine if I were to run out my mouth and be like, guys, there is this one place who's in red. Imagine if I was like one of those bad apples. And I'll be like, oh, have you seen Janice? This place is on red. From saga to money, exactly, and that's why my NDA was. By the way, I also had okay, now another one of the jobs that were not supposed to be allocated to me. I had access to IDs. I had access to random IDs. They would send me my IDs to validate. The social security ones. They would. Okay. This one I can talk about like what I did, because it was kind of like my job for a while. There was this one system where I had like to approve. I had to like verify, papers, please. Papers, please. My job for a while was very similar to that. I would see important documents of random people and be like, this is wrong. This is right. Hey, update this image, please. Hey, this one is missing. So like, I would do that, the HR hiring stuff, but I don't want to hire anyone. I was just helping people out. And the thing is, sometimes they would send me the images and I would forget to delete them because I had to actually download those stuff. I had to download this stuff. And the part become the biggest the company. No! It is very good because I had an NDA, Gary on. It wasn't private. It wasn't that private data, okay? I had an NDA. Okay, I had an NDA. And I had to I was working towards the privacy policy of the country, okay? So technically speaking, I could see this information. I just couldn't share that, okay? Because the way I would do it, I will download the stuff because I had to verify, and I will delete it right away. Sometimes I do forget, but I will delete it anyways. Okay, I would, okay. I couldn't, why would I share that? Why would I share that? It's like, I would see, I have so many fond memories of stuff I have found wrong. Okay, so like you had, okay, so the thing is, a company had to send like the, okay, so here in Brazil we have like the work, whenever you're working for a company, you have like a sign on your like work card that like you work for this company, right? So like I need information to like confirm that the people who work in the company, they work in the company. So like there was this one company. I have talked about this one, so I have talked about this one, okay. This year, okay, so this year, there was this one company, and they really, they were my biggest enemies. They were my enemies, okay, my enemies. They would always mess up their documents, and I'll be like, hey, this is wrong, please resend. And they will take like a week to resend, and people will be like, no, have we approved? No, they have not resend. And what really happened with this company, by the way? So like it happened one day. They showed like there was this one thing you have to prove, like people work in their company, and they had to like attach this to a camp. They did attach that, but like it was the wrong image, and like I was like, correct please, it's the wrong image, it just proves nothing, that's just their salary. And you know, they actually corrected it, but the thing is, they attached the same image. They somehow managed to attach the same image to every single person who I had to approve the documents. And you know what? It was valid. Yeah, so that was for just a while, by the way. I deleted all the information, by the way. I used to delete it like weekly. Whenever you like, good night, Quackson, or good morning, by the way. Bye-bye, Quackson. Thank you for coming. Thank you. I'm also wrapping up soon. I'm losing my voice. But yeah, the reason why I could have access to that data was because I had an NDA. I had signed an NDA. Bye-bye. Welcome back, Nessie. Yeah, because I couldn't share that data. I would never share that data. How do you have so many histories? I have no idea. There's so many work histories I have never told you guys, but like I want to avoid some of them. Because they're oddly specific. That's why I'm being like so how do I say this? I'm just saying random stuff. I'm not being very specific about everything, because like I feel like that's kind of like against what I have signed, you know. So like I had information. I had so much information that I shouldn't have. And that's why, okay, and that's why I feel like I'm of the firm opinion. I'm of the firm opinion that like it makes absolute sense for VTuber companies to filter out their employees, because bad apples can appear. And imagine I was a bad apple in my company. I had so many IDs. I probably approved like 100 people's IDs. Come say on a triple quiet business agent schedule. Yeah, so like I had like access to like I feel like I probably have downloaded like over 100 IDs, I would say, because I had to approve them. But like imagine I was a bad apple, because like when you trust this information, private information, to someone. Yeah, and like I had a picture. It's not just the number, it's a picture of the comment, you know. So like that's why I say it. I was the pictures, okay? I had to like validate numbers and pictures, just like papers, please. You know, just imagine that I was a papers, please guy, okay? Say bad apple, time for karaoke. I'm losing my voice, Nessie. Yeah, so like I would say imagine papers, please. It literally had to go exactly. And that's why I'm saying it's important to have an NDAs, okay? That's why I'm saying I understand. I completely understand why like VTuber companies are like very rigid with like their hiring process, because like I could have been a bad apple in my company. I would never, but I could. Imagine I was. Basically had the keys to track the perfect to commit a crime, you know? And that's why I feel like I feel like I can talk about like having those documents. I don't know. Should I have my contract here. I can read it again, but I share them. It's okay to share this. But like, imagine like, I could never. I will download those and like delete right after I approved usually. Yeah. Better not say too much. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I feel like VTuber companies, it makes a lot of sense that they don't really they filter out lots of people. I would never. I'm saying this like it is a crime, Lemonade. It's a crime. I never want to do that. I would see those IDs and sometimes I was like, okay, do you guys want to know what's the most I will do with this? I will be like, oh, funny name, haha. There's sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna say this. The most I will do was like, oh, is this name real? It's way too easy to get out about this. Yeah, and I would never do that. I'm off PC, okay. So like, it was funny. It was fun that I would get access to so much information, and that's why I say this. I understand why VTuber companies will never allow bad apples inside, and I feel like that's why many VTuber companies fail. Because like some small ones, they don't really think a lot about like the bad apples who can leak stuff. The Tom Hollands of life, the Tom Hollands. Sometimes you hire a Tom Holland to your company. And sometimes Tom Holland leaks something and Tom Holland has to be terminated. I'm just saying this, okay? And I feel like it's important to have NDAs in place because like it kind of like holds your employee acquaintance for their own actions, because sometimes it can be a crime. Like your company may work with something very specific that can be a crime, I think you overstimulate the human mind. So yes, I feel like for example in companies, if you work with like people who work in HR, I feel like they have to be trusted. It really makes leaks. I'm gonna say this for people who work on HR. I'm gonna say this because I technically was helping out HR. I wasn't in HR. I wasn't helping HR, but like technically, I was technically working on that. I would say for people who work on HR, who work with like classified documents, they have to be trusted. I feel like they have to be trustful people because like imagine an HR worker who has access to like everyone in the company. Like they know their birthdays. They know like, thank you for the super chat, Nessie. Happy Valentine's. Please do not terminate me for licking your kidneys on Twitter. Thank you. So yes, I would say this for people on HR. I feel like it has to be like a tough hiring process. Because like Valentine's yep time, exactly. I haven't been streaming for a week, I have to yep. Because like HR has access to like birthdays, IDs, full names, family. There's so much information that like they shouldn't even be sharing, That's why I think like it's dangerous to like trust some information to some people. HR hate to be born. Although it's not fun. Yeah, I feel like the way HR works, I feel like they have to hire people who can be trusted. And I'm gonna say this because I technically was doing HR work at the time. So like if I wasn't a person that like could be trusted, I feel like I'm saying this like if someone had to have my job and they were like a bad apple, they could leak and do so much bad stuff with the information they had. They'll pick any bad apples. Exactly. And that's why I feel like it's important to like pick out the bad apples. And I feel like that's why sometimes like smaller VTuber companies fail, because they don't really have like this whole picking bad apples moment. Sometimes there is bad apples among the sweet ones, and sometimes the bad apple is not even a VTuber, is the company itself. Yeah, that's why I feel like the whole thing that like it's been the HR department. I've been the HR department of the company for 2 years now. You know, there's a fun part of being HR, okay? Because like the company has to work. Okay, they made a very specific. They bugged something so specific. It was kind of funny when I found out about this. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it was, but it was funny. It was something you would never imagine in an HR, nor in an office, nor in any company. You mentally punch people to behave. Why manager supervisor exists exactly. And I feel like it's important for like managers and supervisors to be like people who have experience like with NDAs, because like they get more information. Like I was an employee, but like my boss was my boss, and he got more information than I got. And people who were like on a higher tier than me, they got more information than I got. And like those people, imagine they leak stuff. Imagine they leak stuff outside, right? Even if you're a boss, even if you're a manager, even if you're like anything, and you leak information, you're out. And I feel like that's the issue with like smaller VTuber companies. They hire people, but they don't really get the time to like pick out the bad apples. Some get power hungry, exactly. And I feel like you have, when you make a VTuber company, you have to think about like the whole group, not even just the VTuber. Some people just want to expand even further, and then eventually they go bankrupt. I'm gonna say this because like what makes a company a black company, I feel like it's like their like ability to like control the people, and like the people, it's not the people who are down there, it's the people who are upper there. And I feel like when you think about it, just like imagine like a company who just like prioritize like profit and stuff. I would say VTuber companies, I'm saying this as like an indie, because like being a VTuber is not profitable unless you have like I feel like VTuber companies that are not profitable, like in general, unless they have like, it's very hard to like expand a VTuber company to a point they're profitable, I would say, because like some companies, they start like building many gens, and they like, oh, the new gem, boom, it's gonna make people donate, and boom, money goes so like I personally feel like the idea of like expansion is something that has to be like, I have to think a lot about it. I feel like one example we have of this is like Nexus. They had like an objective and they ended up not being profitable. Go Ninja Sanji, where you lose. I feel like the issue with Ninja Sanji, like they were established before, but the issue is like, I feel like, okay, I'm gonna say this, they are not entirely wrong, but the issue is like their approach is wrong. The way I see it, like Ninja Sanji, okay, how do I explain this? Imagine you already established it in Japan. Like they have the idea of like what it is to work with like Japanese people. Because if you spill a bunch of VTubers out of yours, exactly, you have to wait, you have to like give them the hype. To build up hype, you have to like make people watch them first. Ninja Sanji doesn't, I feel like Ninja Sanji, the way they work is that like they have an approach, and they're taking the approach they have on Japan to like the international community. I don't think it's entirely wrong. The issue is not really adapting that approach to like English community. Like, how do I say this? Like different countries have different cultures. For example, I am Brazilian, and like the culture of like Japan is like a whole 180 to Brazil, okay? Like I'm gonna say this as an example. Brazilians and Japanese people, they are very different. Japanese people are usually more reserved to themselves. They're usually more quiet, more introverted. Brazilians are the complete opposite. They're like very open. They're usually extroverted people. They're like people, I would say, just like imagine like a loud person, a quiet person. Yeah, exactly. That's those two. So like if you take the Japanese approach, for example, in Brazil, it doesn't work. For example, Nintendo actually failed in Brazil. You still did not say no direct. Yet you still do not do you what? Huh? Can you please rewrite, Nessie? Can you please rewrite? So like I feel like taking an approach that's like Nintendo, for example, has failed in Brazil once, and they're trying to come back to the market. By the way, Sega has actually been a wide success in Brazil since they debuted here, because they got a Brazilian company to make their consoles. So like Sega was smart. The moment you try to integrate an internet, exactly, that's the problem. I feel like that's where Nintendo failed, because they didn't really understand what the market was at the time. Brazilian people I met in Europe cannot say no. Exactly, we cannot say no. It is hard for us to say outright the word no. We're gonna be like, maybe, oh, exciting. You know, we won't be saying no, okay? Like, and I feel like the way like Brazilian people is like a bunch of euphemism. Like, we're not very direct with you. We're not very direct, okay? And I feel like Japan, they're more direct when they don't want something. I feel like that's the way I see it. But for example, I'll take the example of Nintendo. They came in Brazil with the wrong approach. Nintendo is not as big as Sega in Brazil, but it's a very big company, technically speaking. It's very popular here, but the thing is, Nintendo had like a dark era here, technically speaking. They actually left the market a long time ago, and then they recently came back like 2 years ago. And Sega, for example, they took a different approach. Sega is a Japanese company, right? But like Sega, I feel like Sega is very good at like promoting their like market outside, because they understand that like they cannot do it themselves. Even the food shop and just closing fresh, exactly, the data is very important. Go make another Saturn now. Yeah, the thing is, do you guys know where what was it? Do you guys know where usually the last place that like Sega consoles will die? Which one was it? I don't know if it was the Saturn. I don't remember if it was the Saturn or the other one. Exactly, it was Brazil. Some of the last games that were released on like Sega consoles were from Brazil. Because Sega was very popular here. The thing is, they took the approach of not producing their own consoles inside here, okay? Sega actually assigned a different company to like produce the consoles, and like it was like renamed here. The way they just gave like, okay, we have this console, you have the right to produce and publish games, and then bam, that's how Sega became popular. Yeah. Sega doesn't produce their consoles in Brazil. They didn't produce their consoles in Brazil. It was actually a different company. They would sell Sega's consoles, but like under their name, technically speaking. So that's why it was very popular here. It still sold for like, I feel like it was alive for like 5 years over like the global market. And that's what I feel like. If it's better to leave like to a specialist. I feel like it's a better idea to leave to specialists in the country that you're like planning on enter than like trying to figure out things yourself. And I feel like that's where Niji-Sanji kind of failed. And you know, I feel like the way they were starting out, it was working out. I feel like the way they expanded that was the issue. Because like when you're expanding your company, you have issues. And I feel like entering a global market is easy. Like staying there is different. That's the thing. I feel like that's where Nintendo failed. They could enter the global market. Yes, they could enter like Brazilian market, but they couldn't really stay there for a long time because they took the wrong approach to expand there. Doesn't mean Nintendo's not popular here, but they are doing their things. I'm just saying this, and personally, that's what I feel like. Like any company that like plans on entering like global market, they have to like kind of like understand what they're getting themselves into, like before they try to expand. And I'm gonna say this like I'm gonna take the example of like Walkthrough. Okay. Now, the reason why I want to talk about Walkthrough is because Walkthrough was trying to explain to Latam. The thing is, they did not understand. They were getting themselves into. Okay, let me tell you guys something. We're the Nintendo fan in Poland as well. Yeah, exactly. Guys, let me tell you something. Latino market, it's hard to get in. It's hard to get in Latino market. I'm gonna say this because like a Latino market is a tickling time bomb. Includes Brazil. Have you guys seen the whole situation about Emilia Perez? Have you seen you seen it? So do not understand the water situation. I cannot even explain, but like it was just black, pitch black, black as a black. Okay, Emilia Perez. Okay, so if you guys know about the Oscars, there's, I forgot her name. There's like the main actress of Emilia Perez. It's like, she is like escalated to be like one of the Oscars. She's like one of the Oscar like for best actress stuff. She's there like for the indications, and there's also like one from Brazil that's like from Still Here, and she's also indicated. Okay, so the thing is, there was something. She released a video on Instagram that Brazilians were attacking her. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell this one is important. Let me tell you something. For any international company, any international person that's trying to get in Brazil, it's a very interesting history. But you do not mess up with Brazilian fans. I'm gonna say this. You don't talk bad about Brazil if you're not from Brazil. The thing is, you know, it's a power to cancel you. The thing is, cancellation here is real. And you know, we dig so deep. The thing is, Emilia Perez is a movie about in Netflix. Like, it was made on France. By international actors, which were not from Latam. None of them are Mexican. It's a Mexican history movie. You can see the bad apples already, and the director was already talking bad stuff about Mexico, saying like, oh, Spanish is a language for the underdeveloped people and stuff. And then the Oscars indications came out, and it was escalated for like the best actress. The thing is, people are doing the campaign of like, we don't like Emilia Perez, we want the Oscars. Like, Brazilians were making a campaign like, we don't like Emilia Perez, they're stereotypical. And Latam was hating on the movie, okay? Is that a way to get Ben here? What? I don't know, personally I don't care. They can leave me. So the thing is, Emilia Perez is kind of like a stereotypical movie. It was kind of like very insulting to like Latin America. And the thing is, Brazilians were kind of like going, we want to win the Oscar, blah 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 blah, kind of like the normal fandom stuff. What happened was, the actress made a video on Instagram saying, Brazilians are attacking me, and like it was like a 5-minute video rambling about, and visiting South America because of the chocolate. Oh, and like she was like, oh, Brazilian people are attacking me, and like this like made people angry. But like this was the calm before the storm, by the way. And like the actress that's like indicated for Brazil, she was like, oh, don't attack her, guys, it's just an Oscar, don't attack her, guys. She made a video about this on Instagram. After this, there was released an interview in Netflix. It was a Netflix interview of the actress for a Brazilian newspaper. And like the interview, she said, oh, there is this official campaign to attack me. She said this publicly, saying like, oh, Brazil has an official campaign. The movie I'm going against has an official campaign against me. And that's evil. I feel like that's very bad. And she started attacking us. And that's where it backfired. Very badly, okay? Hello. It backfired very badly because like they started digging, Brazil started digging, and that's the issue. You know, do you guys know when K-pop fans start digging stuff? Do you guys know what happens when K-pop fans start digging stuff? They find bad stuff, but like Brazilians are worse, okay? And the thing is, Brazilians found like kind of like recent tweets about her saying very bad things that should not be said on social media. Stuff that can be very bad, like when you say a very bad opinion to the Brazil's like the place for, exactly, it is a place for coffee. We have very good coffee here. I don't like coffee though, but I have coffee here. So like the thing is, she said like years ago some stuff we shouldn't be saying in social media, publicly on Twitter. Like, oh, this thing about those people, oh, that thing about those people. And then she was also talking about like the Spanish language and talking badly about Latam in general. And those tweets which are like 1, 2, 3 years old. I've heard about people in America doing episodes from decades ago. They're worse. And they also found a tweet that is probably even worse tweet. They found her talking badly about Korean people, about K-pop. And she got a bomb. She got a bomb against her. She got a bomb against her, and she got an even bigger bomb against her. She was anymore. It was all in Spanish, by the way. I don't know if it was, but it was talking badly stuff that you shouldn't talk publicly. You shouldn't even talk about, like, if you're like a normal human being, you won't be talking about those stuff, okay? If you're like a respectable human being who considers people to be like people, you like, if you have the like minimal amount of respect of a person, you should never be saying the stuff she has said. Then question, but could I ask where Brazil? So like they found a tweet about her, a tweet of her talking badly about K-pop. Yes, of course there's people to be people. Exactly. It was attacking everyone, attacking every single type of person. A lot of people in Brazil and South America is basically depending on yeah. But like, we're Portuguese. It's Portuguese first. No, people are Twitter most likely never. She was stalking every bad thing about every single group of people. She was attacking everything, okay? Attacking everything in those old tweets. It was just offending everyone. And the thing is, it's not something you can say, I changed, because they were like from around 3 years ago. 1 to like 3 years ago, like, some of them are like months old. And the thing is, she was, for here's Portuguese. So she was just talking badly about every single group of people. But the thing is, it got worse when she said something about Koreans. And she said I don't remember what she said, by the way. But she said something about K-pop that was very bad. It was very stereotypical and it was very offensive. I feel like I have written those tweets. They're very offensive. I recommend you guys searching for those later. Let's note that they never mess with Brazilians and K-pop fans, and that's where the K-pop fans also started digging. and people were like sending messages to Netflix, by the way. Guys, guess what happened? After like 2 days after the whole thing of the whole leaks of tweets, of old tweets, 1 to 2 years old tweets. There was like, she was in an interview, and she said, it is out of context. Imagine you publish a bunch of like text that goes against every single human right. Insults every single type of person, every single category, every single group, countries, music, even actors who were working with you on the movie. And she went to like publicly and were like apologizing, and she said the Brazilians took it out of context. She just said that, she just popped it and said out of context. Didn't say sorry, didn't try to say I changed it. She said it is out of context. I am not this person that I am. I'm not this person that I was on the internet. They are making shit up. Some people really need to learn to keep their exactly. It's not an opinion, it's a crime. Out of context, real, exactly. There's some stuff you don't publish on the internet, guys. There's some stuff. I'm gonna say this: internet is a dangerous place. It's a ticking time bomb. If you're a public person, plan on being a public person. Please do not make an account and go spouting bad mouthing every single group of people that you can see. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. And after this, Netflix just dropped her. Netflix was like, I'm not gonna be holding accountable by this. It's the funniest part. Netflix was like, I don't want to be involved. You're on your own, you know. It's literally that. You are on your own. Literally, that's the message. That's the message Netflix gave them. Yeah, you know, just imagine, like, oh, God, and she deleted everything, by the way. After they became public, wanna guess what happened? She deleted the tweets out, but there's prints of it. And she just said, it's out of context. I'm not another person. I'm offended. That's why I say, guys, that's not the first time this probably has happened. Hello, Pimiento. Welcome back. How you doing? That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this for anyone here. If you ever plan on becoming a streamer, singer, movie actor, actress, writer, anything that's like publicly. After everything goes public, nothing exactly. Exactly. So I'm gonna say this, a big tip for anyone who wants to be a public person. Do not. I actually need to draw that. I think if I remind me, I have to draw that. So I'm gonna say this, if you ever want to become a public person, do not badmouth groups of people online, and do not mess with Brazilians. My headpad is not working for some reason. I have no idea why. Yeah, the internet never forgets, and people are gonna dig down. And if they dig, they're gonna find. You know the graph like mess around, find out. I'm a public person. I do not hide my appreciation for Dodo. I would never. Thank you. If you don't want to be an actor, if you want to be an actor, streamer, whatever, don't be mean to people. They will ruin it. Exactly. I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Do not attach your name, your brand to anything negative. I'm gonna say this. Unless you want negative attention, unless you want a group of negative people around you, do not attach your name to something negative. And I'm saying this like, personally, I do not like those opinions. Like, I feel like having those opinions in the first place is like evil. Yeah, I feel like kindness is the best way you can do it. But like, yeah, you know, I feel like if you're a person that has those stuffs, I'm gonna say this like, in her case, she should just never publish that. I know, like, the ideal world, she'll never think that, you know. In the ideal world, she should never think about the opinions she has spouted, by the way. But, like, if you have those opinions, in her case, she had those opinions because she had to tweet those opinions. Do not tweet those opinions. I'm gonna say this. In an ideal world, no one will have those opinions. And I feel like it's evil to have those opinions. But, like, in an ideal world, like, you don't have those, but like, in the world we have this, in the world we have, we're not supposed to post that. That's why I think I don't like that. And that's personally why I feel like it's deserved. I feel like it's always, whenever someone gets exposed for like this type of behavior, that's like really evil, I feel like whenever there's like an expose about this, I feel like it's deserved. I feel like there is no reason to think it was deserved. I grew up being told things like, if you have nothing nice to say. Exactly! It's the point! If you have nothing nice to say about something, not say something negative. You know, if you have no good comments about something, if you have no good opinion about something, if your opinion is bad, it's evil, it's like something like, oh, I don't like that. You can say like, oh, but like, some of the best life advice you can, exactly. And like, I personally feel like people need to learn. I feel like we're kind of like going a full round here, but like, I'm gonna say this, but like, I feel like people who are like public and in general, they should learn to keep their opinions to themselves. Like, some opinions they don't stay them around because like they can be offensive or like they're literally offensive. Yeah, I saw those tweets and it was very bad. I recommend you guys checking those later, and you guys are gonna understand why it's not about just image. Like, I feel like it's not very good idea to like publish anything negative. And like in the case, it wasn't just something negative, it was just something outright evil. Yeah. And I feel like it's deserved. This cancellation was deserved. I'm gonna say this honestly, like, I feel like whenever someone gets canceled for this, it is very deserved. Ironically, I grew up in a very loving religion, which is way too often used. Exactly. Some people like spreading hate in the name of others, and I don't like that. I just want to say, it's crazy how this went from cheese sweat absolutely wrecked represents K-pop fans and India as a whole. Exactly. Yeah, we just get on tangents. That's like part of the job. But yeah, all because I mentioned rice. How? How did it happen? How did it happen, guys? How? How did we get here? But yes, I'm just gonna give like, this is my advice. I'm gonna say this. I know what it feels like to be hated. I know what it feels like to be hated for no reason. And that's personally why the episode, exactly. And that's personally why I have like this idea of my life that I'm not gonna be evil to people. To understand how in an hour of my episode we went from cheese sweat to Brazilian. So the way I see it, after, you know, I know what it feels like to be hated, by the way. I know what it feels like to have a group of people hate on you. It has happened a long time ago. So for me, I have like this idea in my mind that like I have to treat people good. I have to be kind to people, yeah. It's cheap, huh? It's a very old history. It's long time ago. But yeah, I feel like if any of you guys have ever felt like what it feels like to be an outcast, to be like hated by others, for no reason, like people just hate you because yes, they just want something to hate on. I feel like you're more likely to understand. You're more likely to understand, like, I bet one of them was named Tyler. I don't know any Tylers. Don't know, you guys. Don't have to teach a lesson to them. I haven't seen them in years. And even Karma. I wanna say something. Karma gets them. Karma always gets them, okay? I'm just gonna say this. It is in contrast with like the Emily Paris situation, but like Karma always gets them, okay? I'm just gonna say this. Crusade! I'm gonna say this, but like karma, I am a firm believer of karma, okay? I have always been like a firm believer of karma. And personally, since I was like in this time, I was like, I will let karma take care of this, and karma did take care of it. Grew up being hated, I always say it exactly. Karma means food in Polish. So yes, the way I see it, if you're mean to people, karma gets you always. I'm just gonna say this. I'm a firm believer of karma. I believe in karma, okay? I have believed in karma for over 10 years now. Got me feeling hungry too. I'm also hungry. How dare you guys make me hungry? I'm giving you guys life lessons and now you guys are making me hungry. But I'm gonna say this. Karma will always get the ones who do evil to others, okay? And I feel like karma is both a blessing and a curse. Because I've been cooking a lot of Italian. Oh, nice. Karma's a bench when you enter my side. Realize that people could be mean to others to high school. Comes back cheese, exactly. Hello, Botadosi. Welcome back. How you doing? So yes, karma will get people. So okay, I'm gonna say this. If you're ever evil to someone, apologize. If you're ever evil and had no intent of being evil. If you had no intent of being evil, apologize, okay? But if you wanted to be evil, Don't apologize. Hello, welcome, how you doing? I'm gonna say this. If you were evil to someone because you wanted to be evil to someone, I'm gonna say this. Do not apologize. Do not. Because, like, you don't deserve. You don't deserve an apology, by the way. Like, I have had people apologize for me years after. They were apologizing because they were forced to. Timer works in read exactly. Have a notion mark. It is a map and a question mark. So I would like to say, for people who are evil, never apologize for evil deeds. You know why? Because it's not gonna do anything. Like, you know, when you want to be okay, I'm gonna say this because, like, I personally have many people have been evil to me. Many people have done bad things to me, bad-mouthed me, threw me in the trash basically. not literally. But the way I would like to say, if you want to be evil, if you're gonna be an evil gremlin with no joy in their soul on it, exactly. I'm gonna say this. I feel like for bullies, for example, they do not deserve apologies. I feel like if they go to the person they bullied and say, I'm sorry, it's not made with like an actual intention to be sorry. It's never an intention to be sorry. It's more like they have to say sorry. And I say this because it happened for me. Am I bad for accident? I don't think so. You know, I've had bullies apologize to me years later. And they say, oh, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again. And you know, you can feel it. You can feel it. And you know, I felt guilty. I actually felt guilty for receiving the apology. You know, because something inside me was like, do I deserve that? Do I deserve an apology? Should they be apologizing to me after all they've done? Should I accept that? You know, in my mind, I felt like I was the one to apologize. And it's bad just be existing. Someone has to be grateful for you. I believe everyone deserves a second chance, unfortunately not everyone. I'm gonna say this. I will never give any of the bullies I've had a second chance. Some of them though, were kind of silly. One of them was mocking my name. It was fine because he was just mocking my name. But one day I mocked his teeth. And he was like, he started crying, okay? This one was fine. This one was like, oh no. He just wants attention. When he come back, he started crying. He never mocked me again, okay? So I would say some people are being annoying to you, but some people are just want to like be evil to you, okay? Some people want to be evil to you, okay? So the way I see it, the way I say it. Your name Chili, your teeth crooked. The way I say it, some people want to be annoying. Some people want to be evil, okay? So the way I see it, the way I would say it, is like, if you're an annoying person, you can always apologize. If you're just outright evil and want to like make a person feel like they're worse than like a person, never apologize. You can double down. You're a bad person. You want to repent for what you did? Don't remind them of what you did. Exactly. Thank you for the job. So the way I see it, I'm gonna say this. The way I see it, if you're a bad person, the only way you could ever repent for what you have done is to like never talk about this again with the person, because I feel like we'll only like, because the way of like healing, the way healing works, if there's someone rubbing the salt in the wound, I never really understand bullies. Like, why do they need to be like that? Some people really want to be like that. Some people have genuine issues. Some people have genuine issues, you know, but like, okay, some people have like genuine issues, and I feel like those people kind of like make sense. But like, some people want to be evil, okay? Some people, they really want to be evil, okay? And I feel like for those who want to be evil, they're very bad human beings. Some people really want to mess up with other people, okay? Because the only way they can bring themselves up is by bringing others down, okay? So the way I see it is that, like, if you are ever evil to someone because you want to be evil to someone, you showed. I've never met a bully. They've always been in fiction, yet I know they exist. Some who are born evil are not bullies. Exactly! They're the way I see it, like, bullies. If you were evil to someone because you have a reason, you really messed up with their life, please don't apologize. Don't bring it back. Don't put salt in the wound. Because, like, when they apologized to me, I felt like I had to apologize. You know, because, like, there is this weight. I'm gonna say this. Bullying leaves you a weight in your mind, you know? It leaves you with, like, a weight. There's, like, a huge weight. There's, like, a bubble. A weight in your mind that's like, oh, this person, it was evil to me. I know it's wrong, but, like, in the same time, you're like, should I ask for apologies? Should I be upset about this? I met when I was in elementary school, and bro was just, I don't know, yeah. Tell them it's too late to apologize. But yeah, personally, it's hard because, like, you have been down. Like, the way I see it, like, there's like a relationship of, like, kind of like dominance over someone, and the way, like, they bring you down, so, like, you feel like you can't really be around them, right? So, like, the moment you're around them and receiving a apology, you're like, should I really be receiving that? There's, like, this weight in your mind, like, should I be receiving that? Do I deserve that? Should I apologize them? Like, that's how I feel. That's how I personally feel like. Because, like, it leaves you with a weight in your mind, kind of like, should I? Should I not? You feel like you're guilty. Like, there's a sense of guiltiness. Because, like, sometimes you question yourself, is this really happening? Yeah, there's, like, this question you have to yourself, which really makes you think that, like, and then we waddle away, waddle. They probably like the attention. Yeah, because, like, the one who apologized was forced to apologize, by the way. The other one, she was still technically, I feel like she probably in a certain way talking about me in my back. Yeah. But yeah, personally for me, it's been too long ago. I like to not think about it, because thinking about it, you kind of, like, think about what could have been, and I feel like the what could have been is the part that really weights the most. You feel like, oh, what could have been if this didn't happen with me? It's not like you could have been friends with them. It's because, like, when you're bullied, it leaves you in a state where, like, your life is affected. Like, because, like, you don't have really a lot of self-esteem. So technically speaking, it kind of, like, makes you less of a person, I would say. That's why I feel like, if you think about it, if I think a lot about it, personally, my mind goes like, what could have been if this didn't happen? If this didn't happen, how would I be like? Because it changes you for the worse. My bully once tried to apologize for me after 6 years, and I just didn't freak. Exactly, that's correct. I feel like that's the correct approach. Some people do not need apologies, okay? I'm gonna say this like personally, even family members, if they hurt you and, like, you feel like they don't deserve to be apologized, don't apologize. Don't let them be like, because, like, when you apologize to someone for, like, making their life hell for, like, days, weeks, months, years even, it doesn't carry as much weight as your actions of the past. So that's why I feel like just distancing yourself and never, like, showing yourself in front of them is a better idea. Personally, that's why I feel. And I feel like if you were ever in the situation where you were the victim, you shouldn't let them apologize. You should just, like, you should ignore this. You shouldn't take this apology, because most of the times, I'm gonna say this, most of the time it's not genuine. It's not something they wanted to do. It's something they were forced to do. Sometimes pep talks are absolute trash. I'm gonna say this because, like, in my case, my bullies were forced to apologize by the school council. The thing is, I realized I was being bullied years after, okay, years after. I always knew the behavior was wrong, but one day out of nowhere, I was like, oh, that's how it is. Best reaction apologies, like, no reaction, yeah. Love the neighbor and whatnot, exactly. So like, I actually was bullied for years before realizing I was getting bullied. Because like, I would tell my parents about it and they would just say, oh, you should have just denied. Because I would say my parents, they are to blame also. They're to blame, I blame them for this also. Because, you know, the people who are supposed to be like your net of support, they weren't being the net of support. This is why I blame them, okay? Because they let it happen. And like, I never knew that like this behavior was wrong. So like, in my mind, I just thought like they just didn't like me. But like, it was overboard. So personally, I really felt like I was guilty for this. And then one day out of nowhere, like 5 years after, I was actually being bullied. I was still being bullied, okay? 5 years after I started getting bullied, I told my friend out of nowhere, you know when your mind just snaps? I was gonna absolutely go crazy for me. The Malaysia would go crazy. Yeah. So you guys know when your mind snaps something, you realize something. Oh, that's how it is. Out of nowhere, I look at my friend and I'm like, hey friend, I think I'm getting bullied. My bullies never apologize to mind that though. They apologize. Yeah, exactly. And that's good. And I look at my friend and I'm like, hey friend, I think I'm getting bullied. And then a day later, the thing is, my friend, I love my friend for this. We don't talk. I feel like I see her like every 5 years. But like, we don't, like, she went to the office and she was like, she gave the names. She bring it exactly. You know, a day later, she gave the names for the counselor. We went there. She went there with me, the counselor, and she was like, "Those guys bullied." And the counselor was like, "Oh, that's bad. Give me the names." And I gave the names. And that was the gathering. My parents are opposite when it comes to correct, protecting us. Mom was a gentle approach that wasn't afraid. You know, we were at the consular office and she was like, give me the names, I'm gonna call them, it's not good behavior. And like, I gave her all the names. I gave the names. I was like, oh, this person. There was like 8 people there. In the consular room. And you know, I gathered them, they were all gathered around. And they were looking like with the confused face, like, what the hell? Because technically some of those were from like way back then, you know, kind of like 2 years ago at the time, you know. 2 years ago at the time. And then the counselor was like, oh, do you guys bully her? And they were like, yeah. Out of nowhere, she was like, oh, did they bully you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, you guys should apologize. And they were like, sorry, daughter, it will never happen again. Exactly. It was that. And there was like this gathering of like 8 people going like, oh, I'm sorry, daughter, it will never happen again. I'm sorry for being mean to you. And I was like, okay, accept. But personally, my mind was like, no! My mind was like, oh no, should I be the one apologizing for bringing this up? I felt so guilty. And after this, some of them were avoiding me. Did it help? Nope. It didn't help, by the way. It didn't help. Okay? It didn't help. My middle school days were crazy. That's why I say, do not accept the apologize. Do not be like me and feel guilty. You're not supposed to feel guilty about that. Never apologize. Exactly. My mind was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Because I felt guilty, you know. That's how it leaves your mind. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah. It was kind of like that, my experience with facing my brother. After a year, another one came. There was a new bully in the area. Which we also went to the office. This one I was so pissed off. This one I will never accept. If she gave me an apology, I would literally middle finger her. There is one person I will literally middle finger if I were to meet her today. There are some people that if I ever met them, I will literally middle finger. This is literally, like, I would say I don't hate people. I literally would say I don't hate. Does it hurt more when you see your bully become better and happier than you? I would say no, because none of them have become better. None of them have become better. None. None of them have become better. Okay, I would say they became worse. When that was ready to flip the bird, you know it was bad. Okay, they messed up their lives. Okay, they messed up their lives. They do. So yes, it happened. And like there's this one, I will literally middle finger her if she was to ever try to apologize to me. If she was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I would middle finger her. I would middle finger her. You know, it was a girl that I was holding myself. There was a day I was holding myself to not punch her. There was a day, you know, like where's mom? I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Hi, it was mom. I was muted, right? Please tell me I was muted. I was muted, right? I did not check, but I checked my microphone. It was muted. Good. I don't think you guys heard mom. Okay, you were okay. Thank you. So like, is mom watching the stream? She came to check about dinner. For checking about dinner. Yeah, it was dinner. Okay, it was about dinner. I'll be wrapping up soon also. I'll wrap it up soon, don't worry. So now I'm hungry again. Let's go. What we were talking about? Okay, I'm gonna talk about this one because like I feel like it was the one time. You know, I would like to say I don't hate people, okay? I don't hate people. Like if you okay, I'm gonna say this. If you are a person that gets me to hate you, then you really ticked off. You really were able to cut a wire in my brain. You really cut the wrong wire there. Like I'm gonna say like whenever I hate someone, it's because this person has made something very bad to like deserve that, you know. And like there was this one day, like I already hated her before that, okay? Rage bait, yeah, but like I feel like if I hate someone, it have to be very bad. And there's like only one person I would say I really hate and I would flip her off, and it's this girl. Like this one day, one of my bullies is in prison right now. Some of them got teen pregnancy. One of my bullies in prison right now too. They got pregnant. Exactly. Some of mine got teen pregnancy. Some of them are now married. Some of them have actually gotten bullied themselves, including this girl. Okay, this girl. When I found this girl. Okay, this girl. What? Who bowed Elden Ring? Who just bowed Elden Ring? Thank you very much, Catfish. Thank you, I'll be buying it soon. Is it the right price? Wait, let me check something. Let me do conversions here. Have I? Oh. Okay. Is that our price? Wow! Thank you. Thank you. I was listening to him right now. Thank you, Catfish. Thank you very much. I'll be buying it soon. Maybe we can play during the marathon. Thank you for the contribution to Elden Ring. Maybe we can play during the marathon. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I have to buy myself a controller. I'll probably buy one when I buy the new stuff for the PC. No, don't buy something. Don't buy something physical, please. Don't buy anything physical. Buy digital if you buy. Okay, nice. I'm gonna ask this. If you happen to buy something, please buy something digital. Wait, buy something. If you I'm gonna say this. If you buy something, please buy something digital. There has already been 5 boxes delivered. Please. I'm just gonna say this. If you buy something, please buy something digital. I'm not downplaying anything. I'm just saying, okay, I won't do that today. Okay, thank you. Elden Ring probably my favorite game. Thank you. I have played Elden Ring before, but it was just for a few hours. I have played like a little bit, just a tiny. I feel like I played for like 3 hours maybe. Not a lot. But thank you. I'll be playing this one. I want to play this one. Okay, good night from away. 5 minutes please. I want to tell you about how karma hit them. One minute please. From me, don't leave yet. It's 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. Can I handle 5 minutes more? Okay, so this one I hate. This one bully I hate. I'm gonna finish this one so I can wrap up. This one bully I hate. She actually got karma delivered to her because she was so annoying during high school. During high school, she was so annoying that her whole class hated her and she started getting bullied. Because you know when you think you're like one of the cool girls, she's also one of the cool girls and she got in the wrong group of people, she pissed them off. And they actually threatened to hit her. And she had to change classes to a whole different like, I don't know where she went. But she had to change class because it got so bad. They were kind of like saying, I'm gonna punch you. They were like actually going after her. They were going after her really hard. She was so annoying. And like she had this thinking of I'm the best one. And literally she pissed off the wrong group of girls and they actually wanted to punch her and they started bullying her. It got very badly. Even her mom got involved or something. I don't remember the exact history, but like my friend told me this like last year in like a Discord call, and she was like, "Oh, do you guys know? Do you know what happened? I was in her class." Yeah, exactly. That was what happened, and I feel like karma hit her. So like that, I'm so glad I got changed before it got worse. So yes, now you can go to sleep happy knowing that one of them got karma delivered so greatly. And it wasn't even like a long time after. It was like 2 years later. 2 to like 3 years later. Karma got delivered. Karma ate. Karma ate her so badly. Some people poke a stick in a bear? She poked a stick in a bear. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night. Hope you sleep well. Yeah, I also have to go. I'm losing my voice. I don't have more water. I need water. But yes, that's the last one of the day, guys. Karma hits, karma eats. Karma is perfect. I'm better than you all peasants. Little did you know that 50 peasants have 100 arms. Exactly. Good night. Deliver the bedtime mystery. Yeah. I only had like 1 cup of water, by the way. But yes, if you guys ever wonder, it can happen. You just don't know. I only found out about this recently, by the way. One of my boys got thrown out of the 3rd floor window for being in the knife. Deserved. So like, I'm stretching, by the way. I only found out about this story like years after it happened. And if it wasn't for my friend for knowing like the bully update, she gave us Like, it was a random night, and she was giving me the bully update, and she was like, oh, this one got pregnant, this one, oh, got pregnant, this one, teen pregnancy, oh, this one, oh, got married, oh, this one, oh, she's not a model apparently, oh, this one, oh, this one, oh, this one here, and then like she got to this one, and it was so long, and she was like speaking for like half an hour. And then there was this one. Welcome back, Roji1. There was this one guy. This was a bully, by the way. This is just like a random guy, okay? This was a guy. Actually, this guy, he threw a handball in my face once. He messed up with my ear after that. So like, it was an accident, by the way, okay? This was an accident. And this one here, he said, like, what happened to him? You know those people who like get a Bible and go around like spreading their religion. Not really, you know, he became like a religious guy, went to Africa or something. Can't stop watching quack 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 YouTube short. This was the weirdest one. No, not this one, not this one. Not this one, Lemonade. It was the different one. He became like those people who go to Africa to spread religion. It is the funniest one. And she was like, oh, this one. Funny enough, I found the through her clips channel. Nice. It was funny. And because like it was so out of character, like, yeah, missionary. He became a missionary. And you know, yeah, he became a missionary. I'm not judging. This is cool how he became a missionary, but like it's so out of character. And she was like, oh, this one, it was bizarre. He just became a missionary after high school. It's so out of character, by the way. A boy girl's face became a missionary. Exactly. I found this one so funny. I was so confused, like. And she was like, oh yeah, this one, oh, he for some reason became a missionary. And she was actually confused when she was telling me this history. It's so funny. I really, you know, I'm not making fun of missionaries, by the way. If you want to be one, become one. It's okay, it's on you. Jamie your beliefs down, people throw, yeah, but like I have no idea how. I don't know what happened, you know, kind of like, you know, when there's an history, you know the start but you know the end, and you're like, how? You know, there's the start of the history and the end of the history, and I'm like, how did this happen? I'm the only missionary, I'm in the missionary of beer. Yeah, but I'm gonna say, if he wants to become missionary, that's cool for him, that's good for him. Just registry, that's good for him. Yeah, like, he went to Africa because what the hell? I was so confused when I heard about this, like, I was like, what? Why? It wasn't even like, how, like, kind of like, why? Like, I'm not judging, I'm just saying, like, when you know the start of the history, like, oh, this guy is like that, and then like, you know, the end. It's like a movie that doesn't explain like the middle. It just skips the whole development. You just gotta like, imagine like someone is telling about a movie, like, oh, there's like character, he's like this thing, he's like a driver. And then like he talks about the, okay, so in the end he became like a military guy and he like exploded like the moon. How? But it depends, I have no idea, I don't know. I just heard about the end. I didn't really get development about this. I just got the end, like, oh, he became a missionary. That's just what I got. You know, it just that, like, it was just like, oh, very confusing. Yeah, missionary. Anyways, guys, let's wrap up before I keep going. Before I keep going on bizarre stuff that has happened, guys. I feel like the missionaries are bizarre. Yeah, I feel like this one's kind of like, huh? Kind of like, huh? I know Toto did. I have no idea if he blessed rains. I have no idea if he spread. I have no idea where he is today, but like a few years ago, he was a missionary. After high school, he became a missionary. That's how I know. I think that's a good one on the missionaries at the end. What happened to you? I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. So everyone, thank you very much for coming today. I know the stream wasn't really the lovey-dovey Valentine's, but it was a very long yapping stream. It was fun. It was fun. So everyone, thank you for coming today. It was very nice having everyone here. I'm really done. I'll now get out of my room, air out everything, okay? So everyone, thank you for coming today. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I think I'll be back tomorrow. I'll most likely be back tomorrow. I want to be back tomorrow, okay? So yes, everyone, about schedule, no schedule this week again. Sadly, I'll be busy with a bunch of deadlines. Sadly, I'm sorry. So everyone, I'm getting out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh my god, I'm choking. Goodbye, GPS lawyer. Everyone, we're done. This is over. I'll be going now. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for coming again. Let me do this. Thank you for coming again. I hope you guys had fun today, talking today. And remember, karma works. Goodbye. Bye-bye.